так сказать, он не в восторге.
Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Green Zero and this is the Kane's Wrath Extended Series 2025 Semi-Final A Bartjones Vs Futurama. Big game. First things first, it is 3:30 AM my time. My voice will take a little while to warm up because Bart insisted that we play at this particular time. So this is where we are. Yeah, I just need to wake up, of course. I have been sleeping because of the time frame, but again, I've got one of those voices that will warm up in time. But yeah, to this game, this is going to be a big one. This is going, I mean, pretty much every game is a big one, but this is the big unknown. This game here, Bartjones Futurama. In my personal opinion, Futurama and Bike Rush are the two best players in the tournament, and they are a cut above the rest, as they've demonstrated throughout the length of the tournament. Bartjones, of course, has never lost either, and he has defeated some very good players. But this is going to be the real test, right? Like, is Bartjones going to be able to stand up against Futurama, who's been extremely powerful? Or is Futurama just going to crush him? Or is it going to be close? Or will Bartjones win? It's so many unknowns in this series. And yes, I will keep an eye on the chat. It is a best of 11 because it's the extended series, right? That's the whole point. It's about endurance and it's about going the entire distance. You need to win a staggering 6 games to be able to take this. We're already up to 50 viewers as well, so people are starting to pile into this game. Both players are actually already ready to play, so we can jump in basically straight away. I usually like to leave the stream running for 5-10 minutes to get people in first, but it's a best of 11. It's a long one. So I think people are keen to start this series. Let me just double check and make sure everything is working. I'm going to do a quick sound check first. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks pretty good. Again, if there's any issues with the audio, anything's too soft, anything's too loud, please drop that into the chat and we will sort it out. So let's get rid of this here and let's jump into the series. Is everything looking good? Scoreboard's up there. Yep, no worries. Let me just jump back in and see what factions they've got. Steel Talons. Yes, it is a best of 11. Okay, so GDI and Scrin. Let's get the scoreboard sorted out for GDI and Scrin. Futurama, one of the big players of Scrin in this tournament. He's pretty much one of the few that's played vanilla Scrin. Not a traveler, obviously, but yeah, he has been quite successful with the Scrin faction. Couple of stats you guys might want to... I noticed you guys were talking in the chat about the stats. So basically, if you want to know who's playing what, Bartjones has a pick rate of 32% on GDI and 18% with Steel Talons. So 50% of his games are either GDI or Steel Talons, like combined. And then he falls back to Black Hand and Mock at 14% apiece. So you got about 28% worth of nod there. So 50% to the GDIs, almost 30% to the nod. So you can see that he is playing predominantly GDI, but he also has quite a bit of nod in his back pocket as well. And if we look at Futurama, Futurama has a 39.5%, so almost 40% pick rate on Black Hand. He also has a 73% win rate on Black Hand. So he's picking Black Hand and he's winning a lot with Black Hand. That's basically it. If you look at his second best faction, it's Scrin at 18%, has about a 60% win rate with Scrin as well. So very powerful with the Scrin. But again, it's a big drop, like less than half compared to his Black Hand. And then it's pretty much a little bit of Trav. Trav's just behind Scrin, and then, I mean, he's picked, I guess, Steel Talons a couple of times. But yeah, it's basically predominantly Black Hand with the Scrin Traveler backup. Because if you look at Scrin and Traveler combined, what's that? That's almost 45%. So you can see, yeah, it's half Black Hand, half Scrin Trav. So we've got half Black Hand, half Scrin Trav versus a 50% GDI Steel Talon, 30% Mock Nod. So that's really, yeah, it's really the gist of it, of this tournament so far. What else have we got? GZ, do you play PUBG? No, I don't. I'm one of those players. I have zero interest in the arena, not the arena shooter. Sorry, the whatchamacallits. What are they called? Battle Royale, that's it. I've never played. I've just never had any interest in Battle Royale. It's just not my thing, right? Okay, what's he got? Steel Talons versus Scrin. He's actually changing his faction. We'll keep the intro short. We'll jump into the series because, again, we got a minimum 6 games, and I highly doubt it's going to be just 6 games, given the 2 players here. All right, let's see if they're ready to go. Where's my pad here? Do it the old-fashioned way just in case, but versus future 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I remember the first one we played did go all the way to 11. It was the drive tipsy game. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of some of this. Oh, I'm not the disable void. Just having those things disabled can make the game run a little bit better sometimes. There's just some glitchiness. Alright guys, here we go. Best of 11, good luck. This is the extended series, semi-final A. Just remember guys, the winner is into the grand final, where they will play Bike Rush Owns, who's already waiting for them. Tips is in the 3rd place playoff, so it's not the end of the road if they lose. But I mean, it's basically, yeah, you're out of the, you're not going to the grand final, and that's bad because that's where most of the money is. There's a decent amount in 3rd. There's a decent amount in 3rd, so but none of these players want to end up there, right? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's a nice comment there from Bart. So here we go. Jumping into the game again. If there's any issues with the stream, let me know. I can see the chat. But this is the Kane's Wrath Extender Series semi-final A. We are beginning starting on the right-hand side here of Winter Meltdown. It is going to be Futurama. That's right, Futurama continues his run, looking to go to the grand final and get revenge on Bike Rush Owns for that terrifying defeat that he faced. And this man here, Bartjones, is playing as the Steel Talon Forces on the left-hand side of Winter Meltdown. Now, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. If you have not seen the Futurama Bike Rush series, you need to go and watch it because it was an absolute banger. And again, this should be Bike Rush playing Bartjones right now. I honestly don't know how Futurama let that series go. He was in such a commanding lead. And I guess that made the series even more epic, I suppose. Buzzer Swarm's coming out. It's going to be 2 buzzers. They are split up, but there's 3 buzzers here, so he should be able to overrun that Rifleman squad. He sees it. The best he can hope for is to get 1 squad. He does get 1 squad, which again is the best he can hope for, but of course Futurama was going to win that fight pretty much no matter what. Going to send those guys across. Did he go for any disintegrators? No, he did not go for any disintegrators. Nothing here. Cheesy, turn the camera on. I really should for the finals. Maybe I'll do it for the grand finals. I can see it's not actually set up properly. It needs to be adjusted and have a few settings tweaked. But yeah, I'll see if I can get that going maybe for the grand final, just as a special treat. It's not that I'm not putting it on because I don't want to or anything. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not disfigured or anything like that. No secrets. It's just that I was thinking maybe to make a montage at some point, and having the camera in the corner might interfere with the montage, if you know what I mean. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll put it on. Problem with the stats here as well. But yeah, nothing fancy happening in this game right now. And again, it's going to be a long series. Usually you see maybe someone do something crazy at the start. Futurama only just about to produce his 4th harvest. Bartjones had his 4th harvest for quite some time. I mean, Bartjones only went for, I think, 1 rifle, or he's got a 2nd rifle there, obviously. But yeah, he really didn't go, unless there's like a bloody outpost somewhere. Tipsy style. Tipsy, oh my god, I can't believe he did not win the games he did those outpost strategies with. They were so incredibly powerful, and he did such debilitating and crippling damage, and then somehow managed to bake that cake quite good and lose both those games, both on Highlands. If you've been watching the tournament, you know the games I'm talking about. But yeah, this is as basic as it gets in game 1. It's a full-on eco build from both sides, but it looks like now we have Futurama going for the Seeker push. Did he only build 2 Seekers? Yeah, he went back to Harvesters. Okay, he went back to Harvesters. This might be a fake Seeker push. Oh no, he's got 3, I guess. No, 4. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. 4's okay. Ideally, I try to go with like 6 units, 5 Seekers and a Gunwalker. Bartjones, is he going for a ref? He doesn't actually have anything down here. Yeah, he's going for MRTs now. They're going to have to go up here. Yeah, they were rallied up here, but they're going to have to go back. Oh, one of the Seekers cut the corner, and I think that has given away the attack. Yeah, it has. He's going to come in now, attack the Heavy Harvester. Bartjones is going to pull that Heavy Harvester straight away. A little bit of hull damage there. Will building block a little bit. He's got to watch out here. If he pushes hard, he might be able to get that Harvester. Tries to silo block. I don't know about that. Silo block might have been West Ham. Oh, I'm quite surprised he didn't try to push for that. Although the MRTs are actually repairing the Harvester there, so maybe not. And that's the thing, right? How's he supposed to kill these MRTs? He doesn't have enough Seeker tanks to kill them. He's going to back up into the corner, which is going to trap him. I mean, he's going to find some defense within these structures. This is just going to buy him time right now. Battle marker over here. It's just a Buzzer Scout. We'll keep an eye on here. A couple more battle markers, but I think that's just scouts here. I think he realizes he can't get away. I think he pushed his units into the corner because I guess he wanted to keep the... oh my god, he's actually going to go out and try to snipe that. He didn't actually repair it that much. The MRTs might have to wait here for a little while. We have Gunwalkers coming out. Oh, there was more MRTs over here as well. So Rocket MRT has been very popular in the tournament. But cameras, you can see the screen. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. You can see more of the screen real estate if the camera's not. It's just, it's okay when I'm doing FPV, but when you're doing commentary like this, you don't want too much of the screen real estate taken up. And plus, it'll hurt the ability to do a montage later on. I'll have to cut the screen a bit tighter to get the matches. And you guys know what I look like. I mean, there's no shortage of GZ pics out there. Just ask Dimmy. There's a lot of GZ pics out there. And we have a couple of Gunwalkers coming in. There is a Wolverine here, but yeah, this is unusual. I guess maybe these are just additional scouts because it's not a concerted push or anything. He's going to spot the airfield. Has to power it down because whatever he's building, if that comes out, I guess it's at risk of being sniped. This is something you can do if your airfield's about to get attacked like that. You can actually just power it down. That was a Hammerhead. There you go. If you power it down, it obviously pauses all the construction. It's a really easy way, instead of going through your sidebar, just to power it down with a hotkey, and it stops the production. I use it every now and then when I need to. But yeah, Futurama is still trying to make something happen. He's still going to try to push some units in here. There is a watchtower there. There's no secondary watchtower queued. APM is almost done, but I mean, realistically, he could go in and get a Harvester if Bartjones is not paying attention. Bartjones, just with Wolverines and MRTs at the moment, will be able to de-garrison the structure. I guess he wants to remove the vision. Those Hammerheads actually are responding. Oh man, Futurama, unfortunately. I'm not sure if he spotted this or maybe he suspected it. He already had a tower as well, so... Oh, there's actually Mechapedes coming. I don't think he was expecting that. They're Disc Mechas. Oh my god, he's going to be able to get the Hammerheads. The Hammerheads are going to run away. He's going to turn around and attack them. That's probably a big mistake because the Disc Mechas are extremely powerful versus aircraft. And I'm quite surprised. Are you serious? I was going to say, if he lost only one Hammerhead, that would have been a miracle. But he gets the rest on the back end. And he's going to come in. He's going to get a Harvester to send his Pitbulls up here now. He might have to pull more Harvesters now. He's got a mixture of discs and he's got a mixture of shards doing a force fire on the ground there. Probably not necessary, probably a misorder there, but he's gonna leave. He killed 3 Hammerheads and he got a Harvester. He's like, cool, I don't want to go in there and just get chewed up on these forces. I'm just going to back off. I had a victory there, and I'm going to not lose anything in response to that. He's already got force field generators as well on his tripods. I guess, yeah, he was going for rocket heads, which are good versus screen. I prefer zone heads in the later game, but I'm a bit concerned for Bart. He's got a lot of low tier units, doesn't he? He doesn't have, I mean, he's going to need mammoth tanks. He's going to need rail mammoths because right now we know the tripod army is being built. There's not too many tripods out just yet, but the thing is those tripods can actually destroy. This is a very light tier 1 army from Bartjones. All these units will be pretty well destroyed by the tripods that are coming. There's a battle marker over there. What was that? It's a V-35 flying through the base. We'll spot all the tech. A lot of tech is clustered up there. Meanwhile, let's go back to the center. This is where the real fight is. And yeah, look at this. Futurama, he's just got these 4 tripods. He's got these gunwalkers. He's got the mechas behind it. He's going to use them as anti-aircraft against any more Hammerheads, because the Hammerheads are really the only thing that can save him. Oh my god, Bartjones sent a few Harvesters to the middle field. That was a mistake. I guess he rallied them there and then forgot about them. They are both dispatched. But this is not going to be a fair fight. Bartjones, he needs some armor. He needs something to do with these tripods. These tier 1 units are not going to cut the mustard. They're not going to do enough damage. He's going to actually back up now. Surprisingly, forcing Futurama to back off. I thought he could have got the MCV there. I think that's an opportunity wasted. There is a mammoth tank there. Oh my god, the mammoths are all spread out. This is actually a disaster right now because he can jump on the mammoth tanks, right? And he's going to get this one for sure. That one's a dead mammoth, unfortunately. Not able to do too much. Did some hull damage on the drone ship. He doesn't have railguns. Is that a Devastator warship? Oh my god, it's a Devastator warship. He's in so much trouble. He's just, look at this. This whole army is just going to get completely destroyed against these tripods. It's just not going to work. He doesn't have railguns. Oh my god, Bartjones is not looking too good. He's got some. He's going to use a shockwave. He's going to use a shockwave. Yeah, Bartjones GG's out. I think he gets a really good shockwave. Oh, I guess the shockwave just stops if he surrenders, but yeah. Bartjones just fell over at the end there. Futurama made that look way too easy. Yeah, that was way too easy for Futurama. Let's have a look at the statistics. I mean, the economy was on par there, but I think, yeah, Bartjones, he had all those low tier 1 units, and he just used them for defense, right? He never attacked and never put any pressure on Futurama. And I mean, the kill death ratio is pretty even, the economy is pretty even, but yeah, it was just Futurama playing better there, playing stronger. What do we got? Semi-final A, Bart versus Futu, game 1. Yeah, it was. It's just Bartjones not being able to react to that. Yeah, poor scouting. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When coming into the tournament, I didn't think Bartjones was that powerful. I thought he was alright, you know. Again, he has yet to lose a match. Let me just go and check the full statistics, actually. Let's update the scoreboard, everything with this going on here, yeah. Poor scouting, WTF, playing with his food, yeah. Yeah, that's the. I don't know why he pulled back when he could have got the MC. But I guess he was just playing safe. He's like, hey, I got more than enough forces here. I'm just gonna sit back and guarantee the victory. You got to remember, it's a large cash prize tournament. I guess he didn't need to take any risk, right? So why would he if he could just consolidate a bit? Let me go back to the statistics and have a look at the overall win rate. So. Where is Futurama? Futurama has a win rate of 65.8%, and Bartjones has one of 71.4%. So Bartjones actually has a higher win rate, about 6% higher, which is notable, but again, he hasn't had to play Bicrush, of course. Okay, looks like we're going to jump into game number 2. It's going to be the same factions as well, and it looks like Tournament Stadium is the map of choice here. Let me just update my menu scoreboard. Tournament Stadium, that's come out early. Like, you do see Tournament Stadium. I know I didn't bring the stats up because I didn't update them this week. I'll update them next week. Oh, what happened there? I think we had a... I don't think the game started correctly. Yeah, I think Futurama might have dropped out. Yeah, I think it's a glitch start. Yeah, it is. It's a glitch start. That's okay. The best thing about Kane's Wrath is that if the game has an issue or it crashes or something, it usually does it on the loading screen. So it doesn't actually ever disrupt a game. Yeah, Futurama is here, so it definitely didn't start. Yeah, here we go, Future. Gonna restart that. He's gonna go back to Stadium, I think. But yeah, that game there, that's not what Bartjones wanted, right? Like, that was not a good showing for the game, and it is game 1, so it's fine. GZ, what games did you play recently? Like, the thing is, I'm getting older, so I'm not playing these high octane intense games. I have been playing the Chrono Clash, and I've been doing okay there. I did lose to the final in my group against Nash, but I'm not out of the tournament yet. I still have to... If I win my next game, I'm into the finals, which I think is pretty good considering, you know, I haven't played much at all. Again, I've just been playing slower paced games, you know, turn-based games, story-based games, stuff like that. I should name some names, but we'll concentrate on this game here. So this is game number 2. Futurama took game 1 a little bit too easily there for Bart's liking. Bart, of course, starting in the north side. He's still going to stick with Steel Talons. I guess this is a larger map than Winter Meltdown. I'm not entirely sure on the dimensions. I think it might actually be the same. stadium is quite large. It's not the biggest map, I don't believe, but it's still a pretty big one. But it's more open than Winter Meltdown. So Winter Meltdown was more of a closed map. I mean, actually, Winter Meltdown's more of a half and half map. It's sort of partly closed, partly open. And when I say, if you're not familiar with the terminology, an open map is where you have these big, massive, sprawling fields, and there's massive gaps. There's no real choke points. I mean, obviously there's a bit of a choke point in here, but it's still pretty big. So it's open and free and fluid, whereas a closed map has tighter choke points and more of them. So like, for example, Tournament Decision, right? That a lot of choke points on there, a lot of tighter angles. Battle-based Beaverton's probably considered to be more of a closed map as well, and even Six City and things like that. They don't have as massively big areas as some of the other maps. So you have to have a lot more technical battles on those, whereas you can have big open sprawling armor battles here. Someone's calling it 5-6 to Bart. Not if he repeats that performance. That game 1, Futurama just came in at the first late game, or the first tier 3 fight that happened. He just walked in the front door and just systematically destroyed Bartjones. I don't know why the mammoth tanks were so scattered. They needed to be all together, and he needed to have railguns. It's just too slow. Meanwhile, just trying to counter scout here. Haven't really been paying attention to this game because, again, it looks like another economic open. Now, we saw this in the Shock Trap at Futurama game last week, where both sides just hardcore went eco builds, right? Like almost everything. I think there was like one game where there was an all-in rush and it didn't work out too well for Shock, so he didn't do it again. I just think it's very difficult to get an all-in rush off on someone like Futurama. He's very good at holding those off. Puts the rifles into the heavy harvester. I guess maybe he's worried about disintegrators later on. It can be handy because sometimes the enemy will run in with disintegrators, not realizing you have rifles in there. They'll lose all the disintegrators. Oh my god, he's actually going to lose this squad. Oh, he gets it in there. He loses some of it though. Not enough. Yeah, I guess he was hoping to have, he's hoping to have more of a full squad. When you put a rifleman squad into an APC or an MRT and it's almost dead, it doesn't actually do much, right? There's only 1 or 2 members left. But he is going to go MRTs again. And in the first game, Futurama simply delayed the push by moving those Seekers into the corner and forcing Bart to dig them out. Someone say they've never seen these maps. Really? This map here is like 15 years old. Okay. Apparently no, so they haven't seen this map. Pitbulls and MRTs. So again, it's the same type of open as the last game, but Bartjones is going to have to do more than that if he wants to kill a Future. Yes, he's de-garrisoning this scout here, but it's buying him time. There's another scout here and another scout here, so I mean, if you just build them purely to de-garrison, you know, I suppose he wants to, you know, cut his line of sight. Futurama and just going for some disintegrators for defense here. He's not really too fussed about attacking Bart. He's going to go for AP ammo now off 1 ref on the Expo. He's going to see the Seeker push, which is going to be delayed a little bit by the Rifleman squad, but now the Pitbulls are out and about. The MRTs can't be too far behind. I like this. I like covering his blue tip harvester. He's like, alright, cool. Maybe I'm not going to attack. Maybe I'm just going to go to the middle of the map and cover my blue tip harvester. Where are the MRTs? There's 1 MRT. Surely we've seen more of them. Those 4 Seekers are actually going back to this field here. He doesn't have AP ammo. He's not going to have it for this attack, so he's going to have to position some forces down here. Otherwise, if Futurama drops a spike, he doesn't want to reverse move into that minefield. Oh my god, he almost did. Yeah, the Pitbull's repositioned. I think that leaves the Harvester over, but it's already on its way home, so it probably does not matter too much. Another tower comes down. I guess he's worried about it. But like I was saying, if you put down a lightning spike and repair drones, you can make these Seeker pushes last forever. Battle mark up there. Disintegrators finding some Wolverines. They actually get one but not the other. This force is pushed back, and I did see a tech center drop. This could be fast Hawks. Only 1 airfield though. Will take some time to build those 4 Hawks. The Disintegrators got one of the walls, but the other wall managed to survive. Meanwhile, Futurama's pushing out. Is he going for tier 3? He's got tier 2 down right now. He's going to have to watch out. Again, only 1 airfield for fast Hawks. If you want to do fast Hawks, you ideally need 2 airfields because, again, it takes 15 seconds to build a Firehawk, and you're basically delaying yourself by another 30 seconds, which is massive if you want to get the tech snipe off. Meanwhile, Futurama's just going to keep him busy with these tier 1 forces, right? It's like, hey, you've got to deal with these. They're out on the map. They have a presence. Is he going for blue tib? No, he could go for some blue tib. Yes, he is going for blue tib now. There's the harvester. He's going to push an attack. I don't think he's going to get this attack in. Oh my god, he actually got force fields, attenuated force fields. So that is an upgrade I didn't see coming. Maybe he's going to go for shard launches. I don't know. These two towers are in a fantastic position, by the way. That is really quite well done. There's a battle marker up there. Oh my god, he's killing the Firehawks off the deck. Bartjones doesn't realize he's being stabbed in the back. Oh no, he does. He finally takes off. He got another one. He lost, I think he lost 3 Firehawks. That is a disaster. Like, Futurama's just like fist pumping. That was fantastic. He used the disintegrators to distract him while the gunwalkers went in. This is specifically timed. Drops the lightning spike as well, and now he's going to come in, and I think maybe if he drops the repair drones, this is almost certainly going to be a mammoth tank coming out, though. We'll have to pack up the MCV. He has to abandon the Firehawks, and he already researched Stratofighter as well, so that's money he just spent on something he's not going to be able to do much with. Going to try to get that Harvester. I don't think he's going to get it. There's a mammoth tank here now. These forces are expendable, though, for Futurama, and expended they will be. Almost gets the heavy harvest. There's actually a dev tank here. I guess maybe he was going to send that in to reinforce or something, but that's not going to be able to do. It's not going to do too well. Dev tanks versus mammoths. If there's not many mammoths that can work, and you have charge beam, but the thing is, if there's a bunch of mammoths, then it's just not going to work because, yeah, the mammoth tanks can take too much damage and deal too much damage, and the dev tanks don't have enough armor to withstand it. One Mecha P comes out. I guess he's checking to make sure those Firehawks didn't come back, and yeah, he's just got it powered down. Has to turn around his harvesters. This is a disaster for Bartjones. Oh, he's in such a bad spot. I mean, he's going to get a jump on this harvester here. Is he going to teleport or phase? Nah, I don't think. Not for one harvester, I guess. He probably doesn't have a mastermind, and I don't think he thought it was worth wasting his phase field on one harvester. Railguns at least is done this time. Bartjones trying to take a third. He's got good economy. He's got a few more mammoth tanks. He's got adaptive armor. I like this. You need adaptive armor, especially if you steal talons. Adaptive armor will allow him to withstand an EMP charge. And then that's the thing, right? As steel talons, if they charge you with their tripods, you can put the adaptive armor on, you can put the railgun accelerator on, and then it's just tripods for breakfast. I think Futurama, I guess he's just solidifying his third base first. I think he wants some devs. Yeah, this is going to be yeah, it is. It's a Devastator warship. I guess he wants some devs first. He's going to see that heavy harvester there. Just one Mecha P'd out just for some presence. Unfortunately, he finds that mammoth tank and takes a massive headshot there. Just too much damage. Bartjones trying to get some more blue tip, but here come the tripods. That harvester has to evac right now, which it does just in the nick of time. He might be able to get away. Yes, he's going to be able to get away. Futurama is left to snack on that cheddar. If you don't pressure with steel talons, you're dead. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? He's trying to build up to that railgun army, but Futurama is well aware of that, so he's just not letting it happen, right? He's just attacking him. Before that can happen, he's building up. He is going to back off. There are some tanks here. He has to send his tripods. Now, in numbers, the mammoth tanks ultimately will beat tripods if you have the numbers, and he's getting the numbers up quite well now. Futurama's going to need to use his stasis extremely well. We can see that the pit was getting cleaned up. He's actually got a V35 with a rifleman score. There's no double A, so he's just sitting over this base, spotting the army. And because of that, he's going to move his mammoth tanks out, right? He's like, oh, I know where your tripod army is, so I can move out. Nothing much to do with this. Actually, I'm not sure if I like this. There's too many mammoth tanks split into too many groups here. These zone heads? No, he's actually steel talents. He cannot get zone heads. Going for some Firehawks now. He has Stratofighter. Yeah, he does have Stratofighter. He's going to need them to be able to destroy the Devastator warships. They're going to be a problem for him. These hammerheads aren't going to be able to do too much as soon as that plasma missile battery rocks up. Hopefully he can get out of there with all of his hammerheads intact. Yes, he will. And now he's going to take out that V35, which is really giving him a bit of pain there. That will go down. See you later. But yeah, I think maybe Futurama's being a little bit too passive here. I guess he's waiting for a hexapod. And yeah, like I was saying before, it's going to come down to the phase. It's going to come down to the stasis. Are they going to be good? Please tell me he has an uplink. He does. He's got an uplink. It's online. He's moving the MCV. I like the MCV move. This is good. He's got EMP grenades out as well, but unfortunately, a couple of gunwalkers here. They might be able to deal some damage to the grenaders. Steel Talons grenaders do not get compo armor, so they really have no upgrade or no armor upgrades at all. A couple of Firehawks are here. And now he's got, yeah, this is the thing, he's got a lot of mammoth tanks actually. Wolverine joining there. The hexapod will come out in time. We're going to see a pretty big fight. I like the fact that he's got them in a big line. He's splitting up. I think maybe he realizes he's going to be stasis, and he's just going to be careful. He now has set up, he's got to watch out, he's going to get sieged by the Devastators. Devastator's actually back a little bit too far. This Mammoth tank is going walkabouts. Yeah, calls in the Orca Strike. This is purely to scout. He could probably only see just here, so he's called in the Orca Strike just so it flies through the base. Mastermind is out. There's a large Scrin army here, but there's also a very large Steel Talons army. I'm not sure if I like this. Comes in. Oh my god, he doesn't have the appropriate ammo to take them out with the shields. He needed hard points. So both the Devastators live, and he has to pack up the MCV, right? He's got to pack it up, otherwise he's going to lose to the Devastators. There's 3 of them there. I didn't see that. That's why the MCV just about died in 2 volleys there. Extremely powerful. Supersonic Airstrike will finish the job though. 2 Devastators down. The 3rd one will survive. But yeah, I was going to say, he needed that. That was a good Supersonic Airstrike, getting those really damaged ships. He's got a big army here as well. I like this. He's got EMP Grenaders. He's probably just about ready to go, and he needs to make sure he's got enough money for Shockwave though. He needs to make sure he has enough money in the bank for Shockwave. Futurama's got plenty of money. Bart does not have enough money for that Shockwave. He needs to make sure he banks it, and then I'd go in, make sure you got Railgun Accelerators as well. He's going to come in with the Firehawks. He's going to find another Devastator. Yeah, he gets one. The other one will get away. Futurama can't really sit here and just take those losses. He's got some Plasma Missile Batteries, but not enough to take out the Firehawks. Bartjones now could grab the blue tib. He's spread out very far. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe, yeah, he was trying to pack up the MCV. Accidentally put the Adaptive Armor on the on that Mammoth tank there. But yeah, it's a bit of a standoff, right? It's a bit of a standoff. Yeah, why is tank split? You got to be so careful splitting tanks, right? Because if you split your forces against Scrin, like your big forces, and they catch them and destroy them, like you can just, as GDI, you can just lose. It's like, I just lost, you know, 4 or 5 Mammoth tanks for nothing. And he's building shock troopers now. He's going for the shock upgrades, and this is going to be a pain because I don't believe, I mean, he's got some hammerheads. He's going to need to make sure they don't die. Is he going to move forward? He needs to move all of his forces forward. This is going to be such a wide front. Firehawks are coming in. It's just a huge standoff. Gets another Devastator, and again, Futurama just taking Devastator after Devastator after Devastator loss. I don't think he can continue to do that. They're $2,200 each. They're basically like juggernauts. And again, still just a bit of a gap between these forces. Sells that off. He's got the disc launchers. He's got the stasis. I mean, Futurama's ready to go. I guess Bartjones doesn't want to risk it. He wants Futurama to come to him. But you know what? He could go forward with the Shockwave and the huge amount of EMP grenades on the ground. He could definitely make this work because the EMP grenades are all spread out. He's got so many Mammoth tanks. Oh my god, this is going to be... Oh, that Mastermind. He's going to send the Hammerheads in. Unfortunately, he's just going to be able to survive. MCV not going anywhere. Going to take out that Plasma Missile Battery. What a stand. I haven't seen a situation like this for quite some time. Both guys are just refusing to engage, but at the same time, they can't really move their armies anywhere. Their armies are too close to each other to warrant backing off. I mean, if Futurama backs off, this whole base is dead, which, I mean, it doesn't contain any tech except for the stasis, so maybe he could even do that, but it would just be disadvantageous to do that. That Lightning Spike was purely to see how much he's got. Maybe he's working on a Rift Generator. He's got some structure queued. It could be a Plasma Missile Launcher. Firehawks come in, and again, I think Bartjones, he gets 2 more Dev. I think Bartjones is happy. And look at this, now he's going. Futurama is pulling the pin. I think he's going to go forward. Is he going to go forward? He's got a lot of shock troopers, though. He's getting very close to Bart's army here, and yeah, he's going to come in now. The Hammerheads are here. There is a Plasma Missile Battery in range. He's going to come in from the right flank. Bartjones needs to engage. He needs to QA right now. We have a big fight breaking out. It is going to break out. He needs a Shockwave. There's the face, very early face. Shockwave is coming down on the back forces there. He's going to get a lot of those Tribals. Oh my god, there's so many Tribals. There's so many Mammoth tanks. This is not going to work for Futurama. It's just not going to work unless he gets a huge crush off. I'm not sure why Bartjones isn't trying to get the EMP. Oh my god, the Mammoth tanks are getting crushed en masse. They're all shooting at the Hexapod. This is a disaster. Oh my god, he's losing so many forces here now. Bartjones needs to just EMP the Hexapod and destroy the Tripods. The Tripods on the right flank are doing way too much damage, and oh my god, the tanks on the left have fled. And now I think, is he going to be able to destroy this? He's getting more EMP down now. No, the Grenaders are just running forward. Finally, we see some EMP grenades. I think he's going to win purely because of the numbers, because once the left flank comes back, yeah, there's so many tanks on the left flank. But oh my god, Bartjones fumbled that fight pretty badly. I mean, it's not over yet. He should be able to clean up. I think he's still got so many Mammoth tanks here. The Hexapod's pretty badly damaged. I think this is going to be it, yeah. And he takes one of the tanks, but I mean, is that going to be enough? Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be tight. He's trying to reclaim these. Hexapod goes down. Assimilators are there. There's there's still enough tanks to make this happen. Yeah, Mastermind goes back in. It's on cooldown. There is a Hammerhead there. The Hammerhead needs to take out the Mastermind, doesn't get it. And some of these tanks are quite badly damaged. Oh my god, he's got a Veteran Mammoth tank. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks in the red. He has to back off. Wow. Oh my god. Surely he can't lose this game from here. But I mean, I tell you what, that fight was not good from Bartjones. He had so many EMP grenades that were all on a move order. He could have just EMP'd the Hexapod, but instead he reverse moved off to the left with half of his army shooting at a phased Hexapod running away from it. Put the EMP down, push forward, attack the tripods. Yeah, Futurama sees the writing on the wall anyway, so he is going to lose that game. Oh, I know I'm a bit critical of Bart there. He should have had that. Yeah, it looked good from Bart, and the thing is, yeah, Bart won purely based on numbers. That was a numbers game. Futurama did the engagement better, but he just didn't have enough, right? He did not have enough to be able to take that. Economy is basically the same. Kill-death ratio shows it there. 16-minute game for game 2. Where are we? Semi-final. Where is it? Semi-final A. So Bart gets one back. I'm surprised that Futurama let that happen, considering how good of a position he was in, right? He got all the Firehawk snipes. He had Bart locked in his base, and then unfortunately, he just let him sort of slip his way back into that game. Yeah, that's the thing. Once you have that many Mammoth tanks, it just doesn't matter, right? Like, they're so powerful once you have them in force. Like, historically, people are like, oh, Mammoth tanks, you know, but the thing is, they just didn't have enough of them, right? So Bartjones will get that game back, but you know what? I still don't think it's convincing. I'm still going to be critical of Bart's engagement there, just because he had such a huge force, and he barely won the fight. He barely won the fight. But yeah, reverse moving all the tanks, splitting his half of his arm. I don't even think we saw stasis, did we? I don't even think that we saw the stasis come down. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think it did. Did he use stasis in that fight? Did I just miss it? Am I blind? Because that could have won him that fight, because Bart did it so badly. Alright, looks like we're going to go to Badlands. Badland Hills. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Oh, Traveler 59. He's going to change Traveler. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know why Futurama let him build up that big. Because I think he sort of sat back, and how many Devastator warships? He lost like 6, 7, maybe 8 Devastators before he decided to engage. That's like 10 grand worth of materials there that he was not fighting with. Yeah. Exactly, yeah, you're right, Izzy. He won by macro instead of micro. Bartjones, his control of that fight was terrible, but he just won because he had like double the tanks that Futurama. If Futurama used the stasis, Futurama might have won that fight. But nonetheless, Bartjones makes it happen. Black hand. So what are we going to have? GDI versus Traveler 59. I need to update the scoreboard. Stand by. So Bartjones is going for Traveler, and Futurama is going for the Get de It. Let's update that. There we go. So this man on the right hand side playing as the GDI, it is going to be Futurama. He did drop that game after looking really good against Futurama. They've sort of swapped teams, right? He's now Traveler 59, so the screen has gone to Bartjones, and the GDI faction is now going to Futu, going for his Engineer Open. Badland Hill's the only map in the pool that has a triple spike for both players. You also have the EMP spikes in the corner. There's 2 of them, combined with the defensive towers here and here. And if you want to be Master Leaf, yes, there are mutant hovels located here and here. But yeah, I can't help but feel that Futurama, especially once he killed all the Firehawks, right? He killed all the Firehawks on the deck. They did nothing. Bart was so far behind. He had no mammoths out. And then, unfortunately, I think Futurama, again, he just sat on that third base way too long. He should have sent his tripods out. He should have attacked Bart. He should have done something. Bart's going to clean up these forces. Gets one buzzer kill, which, again, is the best you can hope for in a situation like that where you're outnumbered, is for your Rifleman squad to at least kill a single squad. He's going to come through here because there are some garrisons where you can take cover, and they're pretty close to the enemy base, so they allow for scouting later on. Yeah, he's going to take one of those, and then later on he can go through and scout this base if he needs to. Futurama, I'm going to have to adjust here because I'm used to Futurama being the screen player, but Bartjones is the Traveller 59 player. There are no disintegrators. Actually, did Futurama just not scout? Oh my god, he had one scout up the top and he didn't scout down the bottom. Wow, that's really risky, right? Against Traveller 59, if you get jumped by disintegrators, the game can just end. Luckily for him, it's not going to happen. I guess maybe he feels Bartjones is not up to the task. Hopefully I'll be... I am in some streams. Koriak's been casting the Chrono Clash 2, and I'm in that. So, but again, I'm pretty rusty, guys. I played in that tournament. Yeah, I've been doing alright. I've got a couple of victories. Made it all the way to almost to the finals. I just need to win one more game. Again, I did lose the final of my group to Nash, but I still played pretty well. And I have to play Wildcom again. If I beat Wildcom, I'm into the finals. So again, not too bad considering I've barely touched the game in a couple of months. I need to train up, but let's concentrate on this game. Futurama is moving forward with some rocket PCs, and he's got some pitbulls here as well. Only a gunwalker so far. Was this going to be a portal? No, it's going to be a power plant. Oh, I'm not sure about that. He's going to push in, but I mean, there's enough gunwalkers here that it should be okay. Yeah, the buzzer hive draws fire, and that's good for him. He could easily take that garrison structure with this rifle squad. I wouldn't mind seeing that. He's going to attack these gunwalkers now. Just trying to do some hull damage, I guess. Yeah, the buzzers. The thing about the buzzer hive is it's not there to do it. It's not going to destroy anything or do any damage, but it's just there to draw fire. That's why I put it down. Gonna back off now. Find another angle. He could take blue tib behind this as well. There's enough blue tib there, I think, just to fill your tanks. Maybe a little bit short. We got the stasis chamber come out. No upgrade. Upgrade starts now, so maybe he had some power problems before. He's going to try to attack that harvester. I don't think it's going to happen yet. Maybe lose a pitbull. No, not quite. Neither side. I don't think either side has lost a unit yet, aside from buzzers and rifleman squads. Yeah, he's got a squad there now. Might want to take one of these two garrisons just for extra cover. Futurama going to back off and sit in the middle of the map. Tier 2 comes down now, transferring harvesters already. It's not time for that. I guess he's still got 4 harvesters there, so that's fine. He's got a lot of eco, right? Yeah, look at this. I mean, Bartjones doesn't even have a second ref. I guess it's because he went for he went for tier 2 and 1.5 first. That's why his economy is behind a little bit. So maybe cultists. I'm expecting this to probably be cultist. Beacon comes in. That's for an orca strike. That's to scout purely. And look at this. He's going to overrun this garrison. And I think it's better to actually get the EMP spike. Is he going to go for? No. Actually, the rifle squad. He's going to be careful. He's still alive. He hasn't actually cleaned it up yet. Oh my god! If he kills this disintegrator squad, he might just kill the engineer. No, not paying attention. Cultist will come out though. He does grab the tower. I guess maybe he can come back and grab that. There's actually a hammerhead here, which is really bad. Yeah, might have been better to get the EMP spike. Going to start attacking the tower straight away. Going to recall that guy. Doesn't want to worry about that. Yeah, I think it's because he realizes there's cultists out. He wants the hammerheads to deal with the cultists. He's on the slope, so he's got to be careful. You can't deploy an MCV when it's on a slope, but he will make it to the top. And look at that. Oh my god, puts that turret down. Oh, an AP ammo just completes. Oh, Bartjones, he's going to lose the squad straight away. Other squad will actually evac here. Oh, the hammerheads, they've got to be careful. Oh my god. No, he needs to pull them back further. That's not far enough. Oh my god, one hammerhead down. These are not expendable units. The second hammerhead gets destroyed. Yeah, that's not good for Futurama. You don't want to be losing hammerheads early on. That's really bad. They're not much of an expendable unit. Going to come through now and attack this harvester. I guess he's got to be careful. You can see the cultist. There's actually a prodigy out. Wow, he went for a tier 3. He does have double ref. He's trying to get a Marv out. There's 2 towers up now, and these 2 hammerheads are backing off. It's going to be hard to get an MCV cap. You can do it even with all these forces here. The MCV cap is so fast that this will be irrelevant. He'll lose the prodigy, but he'll get the MCV cap. Where is it? It's back here now. Okay. He's long range mining. He's going to get blue tib. He's going to back it up. Actually gets a ref down. Has he got 2 MCVs? Oh my god, he's got 2 MCVs. This is actually really good. He's going for Juggernaut. He's going for an area denial strategy on this map. And that's where he's going to just build his bases in the center and deny Bartjones the other field. And he's just going to take over the middle of the map. And it's actually a really powerful strategy if you let it get going. But he needs to not let it get going. There's a tripod here. He's trying to move forward with the MCV. I think that's a bit ambitious. It's a little bit ambitious. You can see the armies down here now. Prodigy is coming in. That one tripod putting some pressure on that. Needs to clear that garrison before he can move forward. Prodigy could teleport past it, but again, he's got some forces down here. He's got double drops, almost certainly got some double drops, maybe even a sonic emitter. Marv is going to come out shortly. Yeah, the Marv's going to come out. That one tripod will not be able to do anything. Sends one gun walker in to test the waters, realizes that's not going to happen, and he backs up. He's got one tripod. Moving across the... Is he going to Marvis? I guess he's just going to Marvis this field. I guess, again, he's planning to probably just move over here and take this field. Yeah, with 2 MCVs, I think it is an area denial strategy. Teleports the tripod away. The disintegrator's not so lucky, they'll be completely destroyed. Yeah, Futurama now. He's got it. He's got that airfield up. There is the lightning spike. We might see a temporal wormhole. There's the temporal wormhole. Oh my god, he sent the hexapod through. Oh, there's actually juggernauts on the high ground. This is a disaster. Oh, the Prodigy comes in. He's going to get the crush off, and he gets the tier 3. Oh my god, he does a lot of damage, and he's probably just going to teleport this hexapod back. I can't believe those juggernauts on the high ground actually worked out. Almost worked out for Futurama, but not quite. So what happened? He sent the Prodigy through. The MCV packed up, got crushed, and then the Prodigy captured the tier 3. Now Futurama's just going to move forward. I guess he's just going to move forward. There goes the... yeah, look at that. He's calling that in for himself because that drops a lot of Tiberium. So he's playing for the late game. The MCV over here is still here. The Marv is here. Needs to stop taking that. Actually, somehow that Juggernaut came all the way out there. He's actually going to run forward and take this. He needs a Hammerhead. There's no Hammerheads. The Hammerheads are coming. Oh, I think he might have tried to teleport that at the last second, but he actually teleported the Cultist squad instead. Unfortunately, more Hammerheads getting chewed up. Is he just going to go in? Yeah, he's got to watch out. There's actually no plasma missile batteries over there. There is a lightning spike. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. Building the Corruptors now, trying to build up his force. Futurama has been hurt a little bit, but he has rebuilt his tech center. He's now going for EMP grenades. Does he actually have EMP grenades? He doesn't have an armory, so not yet. Sniper teams are coming in. That's going to be difficult. I think maybe looking at moving those snipers forward. And here we go. So Bartjones is able to pressure on the middle now. He's able to move his MCV down here. There is the Prodigy. It teleported somewhere. He's got to watch out. Might be a bit tricky to get that MCV. There's a lot of towers around. And again, the way the game is, you can still get that with the Prodigy. It's the towers and the Hammerheads will react too slowly. And the capture speed is still too fast to stop it. But I guess he doesn't want to lose the... all shard launches is done as well. That's going to make the Hammerhead pilot a very dangerous job. And again, he's got these grenaders, but he doesn't have EMP grenades, I don't believe. Yeah, there's an attack on 2 fronts down here now. The Hexapod's going to have to back up. Takes a lot of hull damage. Yeah, look at that. He doesn't even get a Harvester. There's Juggernauts everywhere, and that's a problem, right? Yeah, still not. Yeah, he's going for it now. It's almost done. It doesn't take too long. Only 30 seconds to upgrade. He's going to need it. He's going to have it before the next fight. Oh my god. He gets the drone ship. He tried to take off the drone platform and it didn't work in time. Maybe he was going to try to teleport it. Maybe it's a bit too slow. Oh my god. Is he going to lose? Is he going to lose his... Oh, he phases the Hexapod. The Prodigy comes in. This might be a Q move. There's sniper teams though taking out the shock troopers and he's going to be all in. Is there a shockwave coming down? And there's no shockwave. He needs to throw the EMP grenades if he's got them. The Hexapod is closing on these forces. The Marv is shooting at the Hexapod, unfortunately. He's going to change targets now. That Temporal is so good from Bar. Oh my god, having to spend the whole fight inside the Temple is not good. EMP grenades finally throw off, but I think a lot of the Juggernauts are being destroyed, and the Marv is still shooting at the bloody Hexapod. He needs to shoot at the tripods. These tripods are so close to dying, but the Marv is going to die here. The Marv is going to die, almost certainly going to go down. The Hexapod might go down as well. Yes, the Hexapod will fall. That's the only saving race for him. He still has some Juggernauts at the back. He still has some ground forces at the back. He's going to be able to start destroying some of these. This is the problem with Traveler tripods as well. They just don't have any shields. There's the bloody Sonic emitter there, but it will be EMP'd. It will come back online shortly. Buzzer Swarm comes in. There's too many Juggernauts from back. He's got another line of Jugs sitting behind this, and again, without shields, it's going to be very difficult. Actually trying to destroy the Husk with sniper teams. Okay, veteran sniper team. I'm pretty sure that was sharpshooters though. Yeah, those sharpshooters somehow managed to survive that fight. All of them actually are still alive, and now he's trying to build. Oh, he should be able to snipe that assimilator down. I'm not sure what happened to the Prodigy in that fight. I'm assuming it would have been killed in a hail of gunfire at some point. We just lost track of it. Yeah. Double A turret there. It's not a lot. He's going to try to get that husk. We'll get the husk. So no husks for Futurama. He's going to be disappointed about that. He's going to probably try to get out another Marv. I guess he's building tier 1 units right now. Bartjones is scraping the bottom of the barrel as well, but he does have these devastator warships, and there's not a lot of double A available for Futurama. He's going to have to build. I mean, he's building APCs, maybe build at least one slingshot, maybe send one of these sniper teams around the back to get a bombard off. There are some shocks up here, but they will be easy prey to the snipers that are on the field. And look at this, these harvesters all go down in a hail of gunfire. That's not what you want to see. Battle markers over here. Looks like a Grenadier squad is on a move order. The Prodigy is alive. He is there. There is a gravity stabilizer. Is that the only one? Oh my god, that's the only one. So if he wants to rebuild a drone platform, he has to hold that, and it's quite close to the front line. And yeah, Futurama now has quite a lot of forces here. The APCs are going to move in. Does he have Traveller engines? He doesn't have Traveller engines. He does get a drone ship out though. He's going to start shooting at it. Sniper teams killing all the shock troopers on the high ground. Look at that, he deploys it and then he just packs it back up. I think Bart might be panicking here. Yeah, there's too many juggernauts to deploy. He's going to have to back off, and oh man, it's starting to fall apart here for Bartjones now. He does still have a lot of Tiberium at the top, and look at that, he's going to start shooting up these Devastator warships. He's going to lose the gravity stabilizer, has to sell it off. The drone platform is making a run for it, but Futurama's being very aggressive. He's pursuing it. There's only one tripod left on the ground now. That might be enough to fend off the APCs. APCs are just terrible against this tripod here. We have these shocks coming in, but the sniper teams are still alive. The sniper teams are capping them off. He is going to close ranks. Oh my god, where did this tripod come from? All these tripods just running in, and he's calling in repair drones. Oh my god, he's at point blank. He's EMPing the Is this actually happening? Oh my god, he's surrounding and destroying the tripods. And he sends the drone ship straight back somehow. He's actually come in and he's going to make this happen. Oh, Prodigy goes down. Oh, sniper teams take him out. See you later. And yeah, he's gonna, I don't know how Bart did that. He just completely flipped everything. All of a sudden he had tripods everywhere, and he completely surrounded the Juggernaut Death Ball. And Futurama's in trouble, right? He's pushing these guys forward. He's trying to get to the last Juggernaut. He's gonna get one more shot off. I think he's gonna lose another tripod, but the problem is these Devastator warships. Oh my god, one volley on the MCV. Is there only one? I think that it feels like there's more than one. He gets that tripod. There's a lot of towers here. He's got an elite tripod. I think if he gets this Juggernaut, maybe we can see a heroic tripod. Doesn't get the teleport off. There's no Prodigy. He loses it, unfortunately. He needs to put a barracks down and reclaim these husks right now. He needs some anti-aircraft. He needs a slingshot or something to deal with this. Oh my god, he cannot absolutely. There's a sniper team. The sniper teams are here. He's actually built sniper teams, and he's sniping the assimilators. He's killing the husks with sniper teams. Are you serious? This is happening? Cultist squads are coming. Oh, that's got to be annoying. All those husks being destroyed. Meanwhile, Futurama is reclaiming this. He's trying to go from up. The Marv is almost out. Oh my god, this game is so back and forth. Captures one of the sniper teams. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy right now. The Marv is out. The MCV did get repairs. He backed up to the war factory, and that will actually repair the MCV very, very fast because, look at that. There you go. That's interesting. Okay, obviously that's a sniper team. I think maybe it's just misaligned. It's supposed to be for this sniper team here. He can't see it. He will spot it now, and the APCs instantly delete it. Yeah, that was probably a bit silly. But Bartjones, I think, actually dead GDI harvested. Bartjones now has to back off again. What is going on in this game? This is crazy. The Marv is here, only one rail garrison. He's going to be able to Marvis though, and that's going to be a big boost of income because look at the map. It's completely dry for Futurama. Bartjones has a little bit of tib up the top there. I mean, it's not much. He's on scraps as well. Oh my god, he's got a tripod to his name. Sorry, not a tripod, a Juggernaut to his name. The drone ship is alive. All the spikes are alive, which is important in a situation like this. And finally, we get a slingshot come out. He's got no tungsten. Not going for it as well. I guess he feels he doesn't need it. It's a little bit late for it. I mean, the Air Force has been mainly dealt with. But yeah, this game now is going to just calm down a little bit. Zone Troopers coming out. This is probably just for the Marv. And Engineers. Yeah, Engineers as well. I would like to see someone get the EMP spikes at this stage. Yeah, or having them prior would have been fantastic. Yeah, where are those tripods coming from? First veteran tripod, yeah. We got an elite tripod that almost went, I mean, it probably would have been close to heroic. We saw it go elite and then it killed like a tower or two and it killed a Juggernaut. So, I mean, it probably still needed to kill another 2 Juggernauts before it would have gone heroic. But still, he's going to find this, this Jug here. Should be able to destroy it with just the APCs alone. is going to building block it, but I don't think it's going to save it. Harvester now being destroyed. Gets the Juggernaut. There's a few more tripods coming. He's got to be careful. If he gets the tripod teleport off on the Marv, if he can disable the Marv, the tripods technically can win because there's only APCs here, so they'll actually destroy all the APCs super fast, and then he can continually re-EMP the Marv. So Futurama does need to be careful. He recalled it. No, sorry, he's building sniper teams again. Okay, he's got a lot of Juggernauts. Well, not a lot, but you know, he's got 5 Jugs sitting behind the line now. And this is much more comfortable. Sends in the slingshot. Is he going to get that Devastator warship? It has a veterancy on it. Oh, he just doesn't get it. Is he going to lose? He lost the slingshot. Oh my god. That's terrible. He needs to repair that up. Yeah, he's got to. That's why he put the gravity stabilizer there to repair this up. He's going to fight from the high ground. I think Bart wants to back off because he realizes he's going to be sieged. And now the poor spikes are going to take the brunt of this attack. He's like, all right, cool. Let's start just picking you apart, digging you out of your hole. Gets another harvester. Hexapod did come out though. Hex is out. Bartjones is not done yet. Even has a repair pad in the Hexapod. Still has some cultists. I mean, technically, if he can deal with... I mean, he can't see the snipers are there. Maybe he'll inadvertently go in and get sniped to death trying to take the tripods. But look at that. Actually kills the sniper team because the Marv is driving way too close to them in this Devastator here. Getting repairs. Oh, he's not quite close enough. He's got some repairs from before, but not quite close enough to actually make it happen. APC's coming in. I think he's going to grab them from the high ground. This is a really difficult area to kill those cultists from, right? How are you supposed to kill those cultists? Oh my god, he got another rank on the Devastator. We have an elite Devastator. He's got to be careful, right? That's actually going to be able to destroy these APCs. Sniper teams are here. He's going to take the APCs. Most of the APCs are destroyed. The Devastator warship gets the sniper team. Not quite. Oh, it's got to be close, right? It's got to be close. There's a commando on the field. You cannot mind control a commando, so he's going to have to be careful about that. Surely you put that on top of the gravity stabilizer. Like, come on, man. The drone ship trying to find an angle, but there's just no Tiberium left on the map, and now Futurama has 2 big groups of Juggernauts here. They're going to be difficult to deal with. But I mean, as long as he can repair this, yeah, he needs to sit on the gravity stabilizer just for 15-20 seconds, get that back up to full health, because it's going to be very difficult to destroy. The amount of armor that gets is insane. Sniper teams are here. Takes the sniper teams. This is getting messy. Oh, the commandos here. The commandos start shooting up the cultists. Cultists are going to run though. Yeah, the problem with sniper teams against cultists, if the cultists are at close range, they can of course instantly capture the sniper team, so you just have to be careful. He's going to jump jet in. Oh, I'm not sure where he was jump jetting to. Doesn't get the Devastator, and unfortunately just sending the commando in. Maybe should have saved the kill shot for the Devastator. That might have been enough to go wrong. He needs to move this away because as soon as those Firehawks come back, that's good. Oh, he lost the Firehawk? Okay, he must have lost the Firehawk. Takes a sniper team. I guess he's going to take that Harvester as well. More sniper teams coming. He's got to be careful. Gets the enemy sniper team because they can reveal stealth and start shooting at these guys. Trying to run the snipers over. That's got to be annoying. Oh my god. And he shells his own units. The Harvester, is he going to get the kill on that sniper? Too many snipers going down. I would like to see a sniper team in the base of Bartjones. Maybe here. Start destroying everything. That would be really good. 2 more slingshots coming out. Does he get rid of the Devastator? The Devastator is still alive. Was that enough? No, he's got to be close, right? 2 more Firehawks, yeah. Without repairs, this is dead. I'm guessing that's what he's building. You'd think so. Yeah, he's trying to get a gravity stabilizer, but he just has nothing left in the tank. Seeger comes in. Sniper teams are still alive. Going to back off now. Futurama trying to get any Tiberium he possibly can. APC might win that fight, maybe, or just not. Oh, we lost it. The Firehawks find it, unfortunately. Tries to teleport in the Prodigy to capture a Firehawk, doesn't happen. I think he just can't. Yeah, he cancelled the gravity stabilizer, like, well, I've lost it now. A heroic Devastator could have been quite good, but he's managed to hustle together an army here. He's got to watch the EMP grenades. The EMP grenades. This is not Bartjones. This is Futurama. So he lands the EMP grenades immediately. Oh my god, that was not good at all. Those units are being sieged. Look at the Futurama army. Yeah, he's not going to be able to defeat this. I think he realizes now the size of it. He's going to be like, that's it. I'm pretty much done. He's even going to destroy the husk. Not going to waste his time on the husk, I guess. Not going to risk it. And again, just remember, guys, this is game 3. Oh, the Prodigy, he's got to watch out. Oh, almost loses the Prodigy. Going to heal that up now. Yeah, this is only game 3, right? So these guys really pushing it on this map here. It's going to be a long one. Sniper team, one shot. It's only one member though. He's only got one member, so that one shot barely did anything. You need like 4 or 5 hits to kill. They keep changing it. It's supposed to be 3 and now it's 4. I don't know, it's 5. Like masterly, it's just leave things, making sure he can always capture my MCV when he's losing the game. But yeah, I mean, he's got such a large army. He's got another command. No, I keep thinking that's a commander, but it's just one single sniper unit. More snipers behind the line. Battle mark here. This is going to be an Orca strike, and this is purely just so you can see what's here. I think the reason why he's not going forward is because he can't see what's here. And as soon as he does, he's going to realize, like, hey, you don't actually have an army. You've just got the hexapod. And I think as soon as he sees that, he's just going to run in. Is he going to get EMP grenades off? I'm not sure. Seeker tank comes in. There's way too many juggernauts. He's got another line of juggernauts here. Futurama's got this in the bag. I think he just doesn't realize it. Bartjones as well. I think he's just fighting because he's got the hexapod. He's got the prodigy, and it just feels, I guess, as long as he has those units, maybe he can make something happen. Maybe Futurama makes a mistake. Maybe he could go for a mothership. That might be the only way he can win this game, because there's not a lot of AA. I mean, yeah, he does have Firehawks. Gets the EMP off. Oh, that might be the trigger. He's going to move forward. Yeah, all the units move forward. He's going to re-EMP. He got another EMP down. That might be enough. I'm not sure if he's got phase field, although what is he doing? Oh my god. Futurama is on a move order. Oh, does he not realize this? Oh, he realizes it now. That took a long time for him to realize he was on a move order. And now all of his juggernauts are out in the open, and this one tripod is going to try and save the day. But I mean, it's just one tripod. It's not going to be enough, right? Surely it's not going to be enough. The EMP on the hexapod. The hexapod is phased, so it should be fine for the time being. But again, Prodigy gets a couple of these juggernauts. He actually takes a Firehawk and shoots down the other Firehawk. That's embarrassing. And he's going to teleport away. So again, Bartjones is making something happen, but it's just not going to be enough. He's going to run in here. As soon as the phase wears off, he's just going to teleport away. Futurama can now start firing. He's going to watch out. One volley. Oh my god, that's so close. There we go, I was going to say. Needs to teleport that away. Really, is Bartjones going to continue to fight? I mean, he still has the Mastermind and the Prodigy, which is the same as at the start of the fight. But he just killed a bunch of Juggernauts, right? So I think it's going to be a slow death. I don't think Futurama can lose it, but I think he's realized now he's just going to go forward. Still doesn't have Tungsten Chill. There's so many sniper teams here. That's going to be the end of the Prodigy. It took so many rounds to take him down. And yeah, he's going to just send those guys forward. GG. Bartjones sees the writing on the wall now. Hexapod is destroyed, and that is going to be the end of Game 3. So Futurama does do it. He eventually overwhelms Bartjones, but boy, that was a little bit back and forth, wasn't it? That was definitely quite a bit back and forth. A 23.5 minute game, so almost 24 minutes, so a lot longer. Or not a lot longer, but still considered to be a pretty lengthy game. That's 24 minutes would be super late game. That's where you're really heading down to the half an hour mark there. But I mean, yeah, what can you say? Economy-wise, an extra $45,000 to Futurama. He made it count though at the end there. He really wasn't in any trouble of being overrun, unless he made some really serious mistakes, which I guess Bart was hoping for. You can't always just assume the other guy's going to play perfectly, that they will make mistakes. But the thing about this series, I think, is that both players are playing a little bit too safe, right? They're both playing too safe, and it's resulting in them letting the other guy get back into the game. Yeah, I think the fact that it's a large cash prize tournament, they don't want to do anything too risky, but yeah, it's just resulting in them getting an advantage, like a big advantage, and then letting the other guy come back, right, by not finishing them off or by not following it up. Yeah, considering the complete lack of units that Bartjones had at the end there, he was still doing a great job to actually destroy as many Futurama units as possible. We're up to 122 viewers. This one is going off, isn't it? So let's update the scoreboard. Two, 1. I got any coffee left? No, it's all gone. Hurry please. Why is Bart saying hurry please? We're only in game. We've only done 3 games of the best of 11 series. And this is the thing, I'm a little bit annoyed at Bart because for some reason he's pushing the 1800 GMT, which is 3:30 AM in the morning, and he refused to play at 12 GMT. But the thing is, he's available at that time, right? So I'm a little bit annoyed with him because of that. But nonetheless, we are going to continue with this series. It is going to be Mock and GDI this time by the looks of it. Mock and GDI. Okay, let's just update the scoreboard. We'll see if Futurama changes his faction, but that's the thing. When you specifically request this time, all right, reconnecting. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the chat. Q move, blah blah blah. Yeah, there was just so many juggernauts there. Scrin, is Futurama gonna change Scrin? Should mix Mammoths in. I don't think he was going for Mammoths. It wasn't his overall strategy. You got to remember with that much mind control on the field. I guess he felt he doesn't need Mammoth tanks, but he's got all those towers and juggernauts. So Futurama has jumped back to Scrin, so we'll just go and update the scoreboard. It's going to be Scrin versus Mock. So starting on the north side, playing as the Scrin Vanilla, it's going to be Futurama. Managed to retake the lead for the second time in the series, but this man on the south side, playing as the Marked of Cain, Bartjones, has once again made another faction switch. So we've seen him play Steel Talons, we've seen him play Traveler, and now he's going to Nod, and it's all in just 3 games, right? This is game 4. So he's really not fussed about changing his faction at all. Futurama's predominantly stuck with Scrin, but he did do that last game with GDI. He's gone back to Scrin, showing his favoritism towards that particular faction. Although again, he does have a very high black hand play rate, and we have yet to see his black hand in the series, but it is a long one. Yeah, 4 shots to kill it. Yeah, Mars leaves in the chat. The Prodigy 1250, 400. Yeah, so you need 4 shots, unless it's a veteran, because the veteran does extra damage. That Buzzer Swarm doesn't get taken out by the Awaken, manages to dodge it and come back. Marsleaf always complains about Buzzers going, oh, you know, they're the worst and the worst scout ever. They're the fastest scout and they have a little bit less line of sight. But I mean, that's the thing. You can just go around the enemy. You're faster than them. So it's really your fight to lose when you have the Buzzers. Gets a scout off. Raider Buggy will deny any further scouting, but I mean, it doesn't matter. He can see the War Factory, he sees the Raider Buggy, he sees the economy, and Futurama knows he is sitting pretty. He can continue to pump out these harvesters like there is no tomorrow. Next reactor will come down now, probably into the expand. Yes, there we go. Going to move the drone ship. Bartjones has the same thing on his mind, just doing a bit of power micro behind this to keep things running smoothly at home. He needs to be careful he doesn't have too many harvesters. Look at that, even microing the harvester to the other refinery. Okay, so he's really trying to eke out every piece of advantage that he can at the start of the game. Now the harvester comes out now. Might be able to get an annoying EMP off here. There we go, yeah. It's just annoying. You know, it's not really going to do much. Slows him down by 3 seconds, but it's not the end of the world. Gets off another. He's going to get off a Raider Scout at a very good timing because, of course, this is when the Seeker tanks start coming out. He sees one Seeker tank and he's like, that's enough. He's seen what he wants to see, but I think it's just one Seeker. Yeah, it's just one. So he needs to be careful he doesn't get duped into thinking it's an actual Seeker push. Double War Factory. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. He doesn't care because he's going for double War Factory. This means we're going to see some early aggression. Is he going for an extractor? I think he's gone for an extractor. There's only one Seeker tank here. Oh my god, he's gone for an extractor first. Oh, he's just going to be able to destroy the Seeker tank relatively quickly. I don't even think he's going to get a bike. He's trying to focus the bike, but he is in a lot of trouble. Has to power micro. He ignores the Buzzer Hive and goes straight for the Seeker. Unfortunately, he split his fire between 2 bikes. He's split his fire between another bike. Oh my god, Futurama, what are you doing, buddy? The Buzzer's actually going to be able to destroy the bikes. I'm not entirely sure. He's got 3 bikes on red health. He's going to get a harvester kill there. He finally gets a bike kill. He's going to lose that harvester for sure. That harvester's still not dead. Oh my god, Bartjones has to go back in. And that's actually really bad because he has to go into the range of the disintegrators, which means he's going to lose a lot of bikes to disintegrators. And yeah, that's really, really unlucky. He gets the harvester, but he pays a little bit too heavy for it. I guess it's not too bad. That bike, will that bike get away? Yeah, because I mean, he killed a couple of Seekers as well, so it's not actually too bad for Bartjones. Very unfortunate that harvester stayed alive for as long as it did because he could have killed it and driven out and he would have been dandy, but instead he had to pay for it with a few extra units. But on the backside, He's got a double ref. He's short on harvesters. Third harvester for the expansion coming now. But I don't think he's too fussed about that. Second extractor comes down and he's down a harvester there. So I would say that was, you know, that was successful. Could have been better, but that's fine. Is he going to get that Raider Buggy? No, he's not going to get that Raider Buggy. He's going to have to switch targets. Even a damaged Raider Buggy can outrun the Disintegrators. These are not Traveler Disintegrators. These are Scrin Disintegrators, so they have no legs upgrade. Oh, might be able to get that bike if he's paying attention. I don't think Futurama's actually really paying attention. I think he just sent those guys in just because he knew they weren't going to get away. Tier 2 comes down now. Is he going to go straight for Tier 3? He's got something building. Looks like it might be yeah, he's going straight for Tier 3. Futurama, meanwhile, is going. He might be going for his Tier 3 as well. Yeah, he is. He's going for his own Tier 3, so he's bypassing Tier 2. Doesn't. Oh, he's actually going for force field generators again. He did this in the other game. He actually has the tower. That's nice. Bart's got his as well. He's going to find Scorp tanks, but these Scorp tanks will come up, I believe, against. I guess the Disintegrator army has moved. Yeah, there's some over here. These one random Raider Buggies are really annoying. Bartjones not going to pull that back, unfortunately. Will lose it. Buzzer Swarm gets a nice scout. He's going to see the Tier 3. He's going to see the Harvesters. Well, he's going to see the Harvesters he ran into anyway. Not all the Harvesters, because they're stealth, obviously. But Futurama, a little bit spread out. He's got the expansion point. That's interesting. That means he can expand without having to move his MCV. He's going for dev tanks. I think this is just because he needed some defense prior to getting the Mechapeds out, because he's a little. I guess he feels he's a little bit vulnerable. Unfortunately, the dev tanks are not charged, which is a bit unfortunate. Gets one Raider Buggy, not going to be enough battle marker over here. Oh my god, the Seeker tanks actually made it around. They're going to get into the base. No shard launches just yet. They need to bypass that avatar. They don't want to get too close to the avatar. Scorp tanks do back it up. They don't get lasers because he is marked of Kane. These Seekers are going to have to be dealt with. Yeah, there's an avatar moving into position. I like that. Scorp tanks are backing it up. Is Futurama going to go for a ref? I think he might be going for one. The Seekers just keeping him busy, keeping him on his toes. The Seekers really can't do too much now. These avatars can basically singularly take out the Seekers. There's not enough Seekers there to deal with that, I don't think. Battle marker over here. Mechapeds find the Scorp tanks. A little bit of an engagement. Doesn't have them fully grown yet. Maybe has some economic issues. Yeah, he is stalling out a little bit. Moving the Harvesters to the new field. Yeah, he's trying to produce off of a lot, isn't he? One of the Seekers gets taken out there. Going to try to evac out. I think he should try to pull these back to base. Maybe use it for anti-stealth tank harassment, because they're just not going to do much while there are avatars and things like that around. At least while they're guarding this area. Those guys will be destroyed. Battle marker here. Oh, there is a bike. Doesn't get the Harvester. There's only 2 bikes there. He's going to click this ref though. And he's going to try to get the expansion point, I guess. Those dev tanks could try to charge up off of the field. You know, if he drops a Vapor Bomb on that expansion point, then Futurama's entire expansion will be shut down. There is one ref down here at Bart's expansion. Does he have a chem plant? He does have a chem plant. Is he calling it in? No, he's not calling anything in just yet. Those 2 bikes will come in. They will find a tripod. He's already got force field generators. And that is going to be the end of those bikes. They are dead. See you later. Another extractor on the way. No, I didn't pick up that he could have Vapor Bombed that. I guess he thought maybe another structure would come down before it would land. But 2 refs here for Bartjones, which is quite good. But only 2 harvesters. So the harvester ratio, not the best. Needs to transfer some harvesters, right? He's got an idle harvester there. Obviously has moved these at some stage and not correctly reassociated them with the Tib fields. Mechapeds haven't been able to do too much. They're still not fully grown. Yeah, he's kept them at bay. I mean, Futurama's just been busy, right? Now going to regrow them. There's a stealth tank here. This is what I was concerned about. Stealth tanks are coming out. It's why it's important to keep some of these Seeker tanks alive. And the dev tanks are actually going to be really good. Going to try to jump an avatar. Okay, he gets the avatar, but he needs to watch out. I don't think he lost a Mechapede here. Actually, a lot of hull damage on that second one as well. Battle marker over here, though. He sends the Seeker tanks back in. The Devastators, sorry, not the Devastators. The avatars will clean them up. Something was over there, maybe a buzzer. Avatar dead on the slope there. Futurama now has a double ref down at the expansion. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe next patch, supercharged Scorps. No, that will be broken. If you could put supercharged particle onto the Scorpions, yeah, it would be Masterleaf's dream, right? He just can't get it out of his head that he needs to buff the Scorpion tank, even though it's like the best tank in the game. and has been for like the beginning of time. This Venom is purely for scouting purposes. He's not, I don't think he's going to pursue more Venoms. He does have supercharged particle upgrade done. He won't really be able to click this field though, it's just not going to work. This one stealth tank doesn't have Tib Core, so he will have to sit here for a while. It's still 2 volleys to kill a Harvester, but you know, Tib Core is nice, right? What was that? It was the Venom going down. Gets 1 Harvester. The mechas are here. Things are slowing down a little bit. Things are slowing down. Bart's trying to get, he's got his infantry upgrades going. He still only has a 3rd Harvester on this field. Hasn't rallied enough. What was that? Okay, he's going to go take the enemy spikes by the looks of it. That's what the carryalls are for with the saboteurs. You know, they've got fast legs. He probably doesn't need to call the carryalls in. They can probably run just about as fast as what the carryalls can fly. Vertigo bombers are also coming online as well. This is nice. Bart's trying to put his force together. 1 Venom makes it through. Surely it's not going to be able to destroy that entire Devastator before Futurama responds. And I just feel that Futurama's being a little bit passive. But again, Bartjones being passive as well. And this is what I'm talking. Oh my god, Mechapedes get attacked. He gets 1 Vertigo Bomber. I'm not sure how many died there. Maybe at least 2. Another Vertigo Bomber, not sure. Oh my god, there's more dead mechas there as well. It's really hard to tell how many he killed, but that was a good strike nonetheless. But this is what I'm talking about. Both guys are playing somewhat passive, and it's allowing the other player to sort of get back into a better position. Is he going to get that stealth tank? It's so close to dying. Ooh, the problem is that with this type of damage, it cannot restart. Yeah, he doesn't even retreat it fast enough. Straight to elite. Okay, there you go. I guess, yeah, it would be straight to elite because it does $1,800 worth of damage. A lot of beam cannons coming out. I was going to say, is he going to use these for beaming up the avatars, or is he actually going to use it for a push? Yeah, he's moving the MCV, so he's actually going to go for a push. He's actually building a Venom Swarm as well. He still has some Vertigos, only 3 by the looks of them. Yeah, doesn't get that one. He is going to get the other one. And this is the thing, right? He could have... Oh, no, he gets both of them. There you go. He couldn't kill the engineer quick enough. I think the carryalls were unnecessary. He could have just ran them out there with the legs upgrade. They're really, really fast. And he would have already had them. Venom will be destroyed. Vertigo Bomber's trying to find a target. There is a... Oh my god. There's a nuclear missile that's been on the map for 2 minutes. And I didn't know. That's actually in a really unusual situation. That's going to be hard to defend there, isn't it? Surely he would have put it in the middle. The MCV is still not moving. I don't think Bartjones realizes the MCV is not actually moving. Yeah, because I guess he's trying to move his MCV over here. Yeah, he has not realized it's been sitting there for almost a full minute now. Surely he's realized, hey, where's my MCV? Why isn't it the rallying point? Although he's not actually moving forward. He's just being, again, very passive. I'm not sure who this is going to benefit, actually. A couple of Venoms getting attacked. That's the thing, right? Like, when it comes to the late game armies, is the screen player going to have the better composition? Because just the thing I'm concerned about, finally, is moving this. The thing I'm concerned about is that the Mock has a lot of EMP at their disposal. He was building it. He's building Enlightened, so very easy to get EMP blasts off with those. And I guess Bart's just thinking as well, is he going to bomb the... He's going to bomb the Mechapedes. Pretty difficult. Get some of the segments will evac out of there. Nothing much happens. That's the thing. Bartjones has got a nuclear missile, so I guess he feels it's like, hey, I don't actually need to do anything. Oh my god, that EMP was tremendously terrible. That was like a shock trap EMP, where he EMP's like way over here. It's got another assimilator there. I don't think he spotted it. Yeah, he needs to run into it. Oh, he runs into it now. It should be enough to destroy it. No, not quite. He's going to run into it again. Still doesn't destroy it. He might actually run it over. Yeah, just... Oh my god, yeah, he ran it over. Wasn't even paying attention. But eventually he does get it. Nothing much else happening. Futurama, though, is making a move. Vertigo Bombers are getting some of the Mechapedes, so... Vertigo Bombers to counter mechas, not something you'd expect to see, but... Apparently that's what Bartjones wants. Is he going to go for the EMP? I'm not 100% sure. He's actually got quite a large army. Moving the MCV over to the right-hand side of the drone ship. There is a commando there. Bart's MCV never really even made it out of his base. This is going to be a mine strike, but it completely misses. And the Seeger tanks are there, which means he's just going to be able to reveal it. Big Rage Gen. He's got a Cloak Redeemer. He could get a nice Rage Gen off. He actually snipes down a tripod with all the beam cannons. Rage Gen goes off. It's okay. Yeah, he gets a lot of the clutter at the front of the army, the tier 1 stuff that dies pretty quickly. but he's going to move forward. The stasis comes down. That is the go button. That is the go button for Futurama. He's got the stasis down now. The vertical bombers are going to fly in. They are going to bomb this force. There are Venoms there, but there's one Mechapede. He's going to, all the Venoms actually get completely destroyed. The Tib Troopers are getting destroyed. The beam cannons are going to get overrun. Oh my god, the beam cannons are going to get overrun by these forces. No, maybe not. There's a lot of avatars there. Is there a flank coming in? There is a flank coming in. The Scorpion tanks get completely destroyed. And oh man, the Redeemer. Oh, he un-EMPs the Redeemer with the nuclear missile, but it doesn't matter. There's too many tripods there, right? Oh my god, that is a nice EMP. Buzzer Swarm comes down. Will kill quite a few of these units. He needs to get the re-EMP off on the Redeemer. Hasn't got it just yet. A lot of the beam cannons can't stand up in this fight. Phase is coming down. Re-EMPs the Hexapod, but again, the Redeemer is also re-EMP'd, and I think the Redeemer is going to die here. It's not going to get back up yet. He used the EMP ability to recharge it at the first time, but of course, that has a cooldown, and Bartjones has lost the major fight. GG. It's GG. It's 90 seconds on the nuclear missile. We're not going to see it. I just feel that, considering how long Bart waited, surely he could have just waited a little bit longer for the nuclear missile. But once the stasis came down, you knew straight away that Futurama's going in. I think he used the stasis a little bit too far away. I think he should have already been charging at him and used the stasis as he came charging in. Bartjones does get a bit of better kill-death ratio, but the economy is basically identical. So it just came down to the fire, and Futurama phasing the Hexapod, running it across the face of the battle. We saw the same thing in game number 2, where Bart just wasted time shooting at a phase Hexapod for half the battle. But I don't think it would have mattered. I think Futurama just controlled that fight way better, and his EMPs are also way better as well. So Futurama will now build his lead in the series. He now has a 3-1 lead. But again, it is a best of 11. Let's update the scoreboard. Yeah, but we're definitely getting some big chaotic games. He had a heroic unit. He had a heroic beam cannon. Did I not see that? I mean, the thing is, with those fights, so much happens in those fights that it's often difficult to track everything. 135. Bike stayed from old era. I mean, Bike was around maybe 2012, 2013, but I was around from the beginning, 2007. I'm the only player who's consistently played the game since launch. The longest break I've taken between playing Kane's Wrath is maybe a month tops. Futurama has actually been around for a really long time as well. Bartjones is more of a modern player. But yeah, Futurama, again, when it comes to these fights, he just handles the fights better, right? What map did we just play? That was Tournament Odyssey. It's going to go Toxic City. Mock versus Scrin again. It's going to be Mock versus Scrin again. Oh, wait, it's not Toxic City, it's Toxicity. Toxicity. Yeah, it's Toxicity, yeah. We had this dude pointed this out before. Everyone was reading it wrong. And that's the thing, it's like a basic word that you just like misread. I guess he doesn't want toxic. Was it battle base? We'll have to see what he wants. Hampstead Gardens wouldn't mind seeing that played. He could just look at the picture on the Discord instead of scrolling through all the maps and thinking if it's in there. Tiki Turmoil? No, this is not in the map hall. What are you doing? Tournament airstrip is not in the map pool. There was a heroic beam cannon for 5 seconds in that last one, yeah. Toxicity, yeah. This is also not in the map pool. What is he doing? He's been in this tournament for like 2 months and he still hasn't... Oh, finally, okay. Here we go. He wants Tiberium Rift. Nod screen, you have to change it again. Why don't I do... What's that? Frontline? There's a big heart over the top of that. I can't read it. Nobody read it wrong, just me. I just haven't been doing that much videos, right? Like, maybe I'll do some more frontline when I have time. If I have time, it's just one of those things where I just don't have as much time as I used to, right? So we're going to be Tournament Rift. No, Tiberium Rift. So here we go. This is game number 5. Bartjones will want to stop the bleeding here. Doesn't want to let Futurama win 3 in a row. Oh, and Bart bugs out again. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll have to wait for him to come back. Let Futurama host. Yeah, I'm not sure what Bartjones has been doing lately, but what was going to be Scrin versus Nod or something? I think Bartjones switched Nod vanilla. I'm just going to update the scoreboard anyway. People like the old maps. Let's have a look. If we have a look at the map pool, what's the oldest map in the map pool? And I might have to check that at the next game because I think they want to start straight away. I will check that. Just off the top of my head, what is the oldest map in the map pool? It's probably Dust Bowl because that was in Command and Conquer 3. Tiberium Wars. Even though we have modified it to be no poker. If you consider it no poker, then it's a lot newer. But if you consider it normal, then it's been in since the beginning of the game, since 2007. But anyway, let's concentrate on this game. Starting on the north side or northwest side, playing as the... Is he marked of Cain? I wasn't even paying attention. No, he switched Nod. He has switched Nod. It's going to be Bartjones, and that means Futurama is playing once again as the Scrin Forces on the right hand side. Let me just check the scoreboard. Yep, it is Nod versus Scrin. So this is the thing. Futurama wins this game. He's going to have won 3 in a row. The momentum's really going to be cranking. Bartjones wants to stop that. Yeah, it will put Futurama 4-1 up if he wins. I'm already talking like Futurama's won this game, but I just feel like, again, both the players are playing very passively, and when it comes to the big fight, Futurama just does it better, right? He just does it better. I didn't mind the Badlands game from Bartjones. That was pretty good. Even the stadium game was very passive. Like, Bartjones could have easily have chosen to engage and won that fight, and almost losing that fight would have been unforgivable, like he almost did. And I'm a bit hard on Bartjones there, but I just feel that it's like, hey, we've seen it in other series as well, where he gets quite far ahead and then he doesn't push his advantage and he lets his advantage go. And it's like, these are game wins. Yeah. Kangaroo country. Kangaroo, is that what you're trying to say? Australia does not equal Austria. That's a different country. Yes, that's right. Anyway, this is going to be another eco game. Is it really? Are there bikes out? No, there are no bikes. It's going to be another eco game. So we're up to game 5. We haven't seen an all-in yet. Which, I mean, there are a lot of other series don't have all-ins as well, but I've just thought that, you know, once you get to this point, someone's going to have to throw one in there at some point, right? You've got extra games to play with. You might as well... Again, it just goes back to what I was saying. These guys are playing way too passively. Actually loses the Buzzer Scout there gets it, knocks it out, and that means Futurama is going to be pretty blind. Yeah, he's not going to be able to see anything. He's got another scout down south, but I think Bartjones is going to send that Raider buggy down there. No, he's looking for it. He doesn't realize it's right down there. He's going to spot the MCV expansion, and he's just going to know straight away that it's an eco build, because there's no reason to move the MCV that early unless you're doing something super crazy. And the Raider buggy is all staying around at home. Like, something would have happened by now. There's ways you can read the game if you know what you're doing. Yeah, he's building some Seekers. What's he got? He's got 5 Harvesters on his main. And actually, yeah, he's actually already got the 6th Harvester there. So, okay. This is perfect normal timing to have these Seeker tanks coming out. I would like Futurama to do an actual lightning spike, a repair drone push. I would like that, because I think it would do really good versus Bart, because again, Bart we've seen is more good at his macro than it is micro. And if you try to fight Bart on a micro battle, then it seems like you're going to do a lot better. Yeah, Futurama's been a lot better when it comes to controlling individual units and things like that. It's just the 1 Seeker tank. Okay. Second War Factory comes down. He's got nothing to worry about. This Seeker is purely the scout. He's going to see the 3 Harvesters. The second War Factory, and he's like, yeah, this is just eco. You don't have anything else aside from what you've got here. And this is really heavy eco as well from Bartjones. Look at that. He's got 2 refs down. This is the problem, right? He went for double War Factory, and Futurama went for double ref. So Futurama's actually looking really... He's going for blue tib. Is he going to be able to defend that? I think Bartjones thinks he's about to be attacked. I guess there's a few Seeker tanks here, but he's going to have to scoot and run, because I think Bartjones is coming. It's only going to be, yeah, 2 tanks. The Raider buggies really pose 0 threat at all. More Seeker tanks coming out. She's going to be able to hold this position. He's not going to get his own blue tip harvesting down at all. Only 3 Scorpion tanks. Really, he could just take those on. He might even put it down a lightning spike here. He does. There's more tanks. I didn't see these tanks coming from the flank. That's a nice flank there from Bartjones. The blue tip harvester is gone. And these forces now will be destroyed. He's not actually target focusing very well. Should be able to get some of the tanks, but I mean, hasn't really got much of the tanks there. Finally gets a tank now. Might just want to get that other very heavily damaged tank. Sort of spread his fire a little bit there, Futurama. Maybe lost just about as much stuff as the blue tip harvest was actually harvesting. Gonna back it up now. Buzzer Swarm in that building, just keeping things under wraps. A lot of Raider buggies. I guess he feels that it's going to be... Oh, actually, more Seeker tanks reinforced. I guess he feels it's going to be maybe Disintegrators, but there are no Disintegrators, because that's what we saw on Odyssey, right? We saw a lot of Disintegrator play, but he hasn't got any this time. He's only got 1 Warfare. He's got a Tech Center. He's going for double Mecha. There you go. And he's got the Force Fields again. These are separate Force Fields from what the tripods get, by the way. It's a separate upgrade from the Nerve Center. Attenuated Force Fields versus Force Field Generators. So he spent money on that. Gonna get the Raider buggy. Might want to clean up. Yeah, he stops, unfortunately for him. Does Bartjones have a click? He doesn't have a click plant. He packed the MCV up, but it is not moving. He needs to get on top of that right now. And I think the reason why he's gone non-vanilla is because he wants lasers. And he's going maybe for triple laser strategy. This is where you go for Scorps, Venoms, and Raider buggies. And it gives you everything you need to succeed, right? And I think it's going to do well versus the Mecha army, because the lasers have a lot of damage on them. And it's going to allow him to do, it's going to allow him to push back large groups of mechas. Gonna go for his 3rd base now. Oh, a flame tank. I like this. Finally, Bart has some flanking opportunities off. It's probably going to be spotted. Maybe Futurama doesn't see it. No, he doesn't see it so far. You got to remember, just because something crosses his vision doesn't necessarily mean he sees it. These Seeker tanks are going to get spotted, and he's going to jump on them, and he should be able to destroy most of them. Another battle marker in the middle. It is the Mechapedes. They are coming up behind these tanks. Battle marker over there. Disintegrators getting destroyed. And Flame Tank in the main base gets destroyed. So 1 Flame Tank is down. The Seekers are done, but there's a lot of Mechapedes here, and he doesn't have lasers just yet. He gets 1 of them. MCV is under attack. He's going to have to redeploy that. Unfortunately, lasers is done now, but there's no disc mechas, so he's actually free to attack the what should we call it? The Mechapedes, and he's got enough Venoms, he can actually just wear the head down eventually. That battle marker over there, Disintegrator's trying to get that flame tank. There's tripods here. I don't think Futurama, yeah, he realizes it now. Is he going to get that? Maybe. No, he doesn't get that. No, that's down. Meanwhile, the Mechapedes run through the base. There's still no disc mecha coming out. I think they're already full. So eventually the Venoms will be able to destroy them. One left, and who should be able to dispatch that. Scorp tanks down, move back down to the bottom here. So the flame tanks unfortunately didn't do too much, but the mechas, they did kill some tanks. They did kill a notable amount of tanks, but probably not enough to justify their cost. And the triple laser strat so far doing okay, I guess. The big problem is that once force field generators comes online, that's going to be a problem. I mean, and he's already got the attenuated force fields. He could just go Gunwalker tripod, and that would be pretty difficult just because the Gunwalkers can deal with the Venoms, and the tripods ultimately will deal with everything on the ground if their numbers are in high enough, or if their positioning is good and they have enough numbers. Of course, the Scorp tanks, if they get a surround and they have superior numbers, they can actually jump the tripods, but whether or not Futurama is going to allow that to happen is another question. Beam cannons, buzzer swarm, not sure what the beam cannons are for. Not sure why these tripods walked out here and then decided to turn around and walk back again. Yeah, that's a bit unusual. And yeah, now he has to come up here because he's going to get flanked. Is he going to lose a tripod? Oh my god, he lost a tripod. There we go. Just in range of that plasma missile. He's actually going to focus down the refinery, and I like this. There are tripods back here, but again, the refinery was out in the open. Even going to get the plasma missile battery. A couple of disintegrators will pick off a tank or two on the way out, but still, that's a nice pickup. And remember, he destroyed a tripod, and it looks like he got the husk. Force field generator still not done. There is another Venom squad here that's going for this tripod. He's going to get another tripod. He needs to watch out, maybe not lose too many Venoms. Oh my god, they're all overlapped. Is he going to get the husk? I don't think so. Does he have a heroic Venom? No, he's got an elite Venom. He's losing too many Venoms now. He's trying to get the husk. He does get the husk. Elite Venom is going to get out. He's actually got 2 elite Venoms. Okay, he's got 2 elite Venoms because they're just killing tripods, right? That's a lot of XP. Still doesn't have a second ref down. There should be another ref. There we go. Finally, attenuated force field generators is online, but Bartjones has been busy in the meantime. A lot of harvesters down here, and he's got the tier 4. Some people are saying that Bart has this one. He's not looking too bad. That's a lot of beam cannons. Oh my god. You gotta remember, beam cannons aren't good versus units, but when you've got that many of them, it kind of doesn't matter. They do grenade damage. Getting blue tip as well, I like that. Bart's not looking too bad. I don't think Futurama can afford to just sit around, right? Because Bartjones already has a pretty formidable force. And he's just going to go for Redeemer. He's going to go for infantry upgrades. Maybe infantry Redeemer. I would like him to be more proactive with the tanks. Because he could just go out and destroy the backside of Futurama's base. He's got tripods out by themselves. They can get overrun. He's just trying to spam tripods. And he's got really nothing else. So yeah, it's up to Bart now to make a play. He's got Futurama boxed in a little bit, and here we go. He's going to come down here and take up his base. It's not obviously a huge victory, but still a couple of power plants, and he's going to deny this for harvesting later on as well. Low power mode. Harvester is going to evac. Not sure if he's going to be able to get away. There's only 2 tripods here. More tripods have been repositioned, and there is a Venom here. The Venom's going to spot the army. But the Venom will be destroyed. No shard launches. I guess he doesn't feel shards as necessary. Look at the player a bit more, see what they're doing. When we look at the player, you mean the vision of the player? Futurama can't see anything. That's really bad, by the way, especially at this stage of the game. Bartjones can see quite a bit. He just can't see up here and up here. A little bit blind up the top, but still. It's hard to spot it when they've got their MCV offline. He's actually moved the MCV. He's got his tier 4 there. Yeah, here comes the click. That's another dead Venom, and that's purely to get the click off. Maybe trying to get him to sell this one, or this extractor is quite vulnerable, which I think may be why he got the other one, because I guess he feels he can destroy that with his base push that's coming. A lot of beam cannons here. Fully upgraded militant squads. You know what I think this is for? He's just going militant squads because he wants the redemption ability, right? He's just going to cast the redemption ability, and he's going to get a ton of awakened squads. And that's going to be all she wrote for Futurama, because if you look at it, it's really cheap to get. Whereas here we go, redemption. All friendly militants inside the area will be transformed into awakened. That's why he's gone very heavy on the militants. The militants are here purely to die. They're here to die. and they're here to create awakened squads and a massive wave of EMP. Unfortunately, the elite Venoms, everything destroyed by that one Mechapede. Oh my god, I'm surprised he didn't get a rank off that. But here comes the attack, and oh, Futurama, he's got tripods way out of position. He's going to lose this. Like I said, he's going to lose this ref, right? He's going to lose this ref, and now he casts a redemption ability. He's going to go in, he's going to fight here. But you know what? I think maybe he cast it a little bit too early. Some awakened squad's going to be made. That Mechapede is causing a few problems, but yeah, another awakened squad comes down. No EMP coming down now. Runs back across the face of it, which is kind of okay. I mean, yeah, I guess he wants to lose more of these militant squads to get more of the EMPs. But only 2 squads coming down so far. And another squad comes down. There's a big stasis. Oh my god, and that's the thing. He stasised out a huge part of the army. Is there something else going on? No, there's nothing else going on. Where are the Scorpion tanks? The Scorpion tanks are behind this, but they're not engaging. I guess they're waiting. No, they're beam cannons. The beam cannons are going to start to fire. And this is the thing. This is the go button for Futurama, because he needs to get the EMP up. Oh my god, he gets the Mind Strike. That was almost certainly a Mind Strike. He's going to try to jump on the beam cannons. Rage Gen goes off, which means he cannot control his forces. He's on top of the beam cannons, and the beam cannons are doing a lot of damage, but the Crush is just too much. He's going to walk straight through the beam cannon army, which is completely destroyed. The Redeemer is here. He's EMPing the avatars, but there's not many tripods remaining. I just don't think Futurama... Oh my god, there is a flanking force coming in. There are some rockets there. Is it going to be enough? I think he's going to get the EMP off. Big EMP on the Redeemer. Oh my god, this is really bad. He needs to finish off some of those tripods. Not tripods, sorry, the avatars. Some of the tripods are shooting at them, but the Redeemer, I think, will almost certainly go down. It's very close to going down. He needs to make sure it dies. The beam cannons are back up and running. And there's a commando in there C4ing the tripods. Oh my god, is he going to get... He's not going to get... He reclaimed some of these husks. He needs to kill that Redeemer right now. He's killing the assimilators. This is so close. The Venoms are coming over the top. He needs one more hit to kill that. No, he loses the what do you call it, the tripod. And there's, oh look at this, the tanks are coming in from the backside. They've cleaned up the whole back of the base, and unfortunately that's it for Futurama. Yeah, he's not going to be able to win this game. Again, clumsy from Bartjones. That was a little bit clumsy from... It wasn't super clumsy from Futurama. Again, Futurama I think executed that a little bit better, but still at the end of the day Bart just had too many forces there. Yeah, extra 20 grand as well. There you go. Yeah, especially at the end there, he had that extra bit of fuel to get himself going. But Bartjones needed that. He needed that to steady in the series. That is going to put it back to 2-3. I think Bart will be very happy that he's got back on the board. Again, not a super convincing win. It should have been a lot more convincing than what it was. Yeah. Where are the tanks? That's what I was saying the whole fight. Where were the tanks? Oh my god, what time is it here? It is 5:20 AM. Cool story. I'm just going to get a drink. I will be right back. Okay. Green Zero, going to look at Build's bases a bit better. Really? That's what you guys want to see? See what the players are doing. Well, that's the thing. I watch a lot of other casters, especially the newer casters, and I see them look away from the battles. And I'm like, no, you want to go and watch the battles, right? A battle will even start right in front of them, and then they'll go and count harvesters like in the back of the base. And I'm like, no, go back to the fight. You're missing the fight. I mean, yeah, when there's no fight happening, I'm looking at bases and saying, all right, he's building this, he's doing this, blah, blah, blah. But still, like... Alright, Bart is back. Oh, so tired. So tired, says the guy who demanded to play at this time zone. Yeah. And I'm a bit frustrated because, again, I don't want to get up at 3:30 a.m. because Bart refuses to play at any other time but this one. I'm not doing it next time if he makes it to the third place. Toxicity. It's just frustrating when you hear players do that. They screw you. If you compromise or if you try to collaborate with people and you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Yeah, there's no reason why this couldn't have been done at 12 GMT. Yeah. The Scorp's going through the back of the base. What game are we up to? 6. Scrin and Mock. All right, here we go. This is going to be game number 6. So we are on Toxic City. So it looked like Bartjones was going to take us to this map last game, but he didn't. He switched it to Rift. What do we got? Futurama is... So Scrid and Mock. Got to just update Bart's faction. There we go, but starting on the northeast side, it's going to be Futurama still sticking with the Scrin forces. He's comfortable with Scrin. That means Bartjones is going to be here on the northwest side. He has gone back to Mock, so was not in the last game, decides to go back to Mock, and oh my god, it's going to be a shadow opening. Finally, we're going to see someone do some type of rush gameplay. It's going to take until game 6 for this to happen. But he's actually going to go for... He's got 2 shadows coming out. And I think this might be a carry-all, maybe? Yeah, because he's got 4 engineers. So he's going for a... No, he's going for legs. Sorry, he's going for legs. The shadow teams are out. Where are the shadow teams going, though? I haven't even been paying attention. Where are they going? Where are they? Where'd they go? They're on the ground? Okay, they're on the ground. That's why. I guess he's escorting the engineers. Oh, I see. He's going to go and take the enemy spikes. A Futurama knows about it. He knows about it. He put a buzzer hive down. He must have killed the scouting buzzers, yeah. And now he's going to go take the spikes. A Gunwalker comes out. It's going to be too late, though. He's not going to be able to save this spike. And the problem is it's pretty easy for him to get this spike back. So he's going to have to try to camp it somehow. He will get both. Did he booby trap the spikes? Oh my god, I think he's booby-trapped the spikes. So Futurama can't take them back. I'm pretty sure I saw... Is there one there? Oh, he didn't booby-trap that one. Unless it's glitched and we can't see it. But he did this. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, it's very small. It's very small. Nah, I can't see one on that one there. He's going to move the MCV, but he's just going to lose his reactor here because the Gunwalker Seeker actually is just going to the enemy base. Okay, he's going to start harassing these forces now. Doesn't take out the buzzer. It's an easy kill. Could even throw down the beacon just to keep vision in the area. He's going to come into the enemy base, but I mean, there's actually 2 squads here. We're going to re-MP? No, not quite. There's a Gunwalker coming, so should be able to dispatch this. But I mean, realistically, a single Scorpion tank will be the end of that. And I think he's going to try to recapture this. I mean, the fact of the matter is he can't just leave that spike there, right? He has to do something about it. If he was smart, he might just go for the engineer snipe. Gets another reactor, being quite annoying. He's only got 1 reactor, and this is the thing, right? He could turn around. If Bart sees this, he sees it now. Oh, he's going to get spotted. The Seeker tank is there. It's not going to work. He is going to lose. This assimilator. There you go. See you later. Sets off the booby trap, and that's a dead assimilator too. Kills the assimilator. He's going to go for the other spike, which as far as I'm aware doesn't appear to have a booby trap on it. I would have liked him to booby trap that one as well. And look at this, he's going to come up here, he's going to snipe the assimilator, and he's going to evac out. The gunwalker is not fast enough. And now he's going to build another assimilator. Oh no, that Shadow Team unfortunately takes a really dangerous way out of town and just gets killed. The other squad got away. Yeah, they got away. That's fine. And that's fine for Futurama because he's like, okay, I got one of the squads, which means he doesn't have enough squads left to continue sniping reactors, right? So that's the important thing. He is, however, going to come back and start another assimilator. That's getting really expensive, right? He had to build $1,500 worth of assimilators. He even bombs the portal because why not? You know, you got to bomb something. If he doesn't repair it, he'll be able to get that with the next pack once the cooldown is done. And Bartjones, he's got a second war factory. He's got his economy up and running. He's got Scorp tanks coming out. He finds, oh man, unfortunately, looks like he ran into the gunwalkers and the seekers, and he will lose the final squad. That's really unfortunate. It's such a good scout, right? Stealth scout, very fast, and it can fly. Losing it's a bit unfortunate. He does destroy the portal now, but I mean, one more assimilator did come out. He might be able to get the crush off if he sees it. Surely he can see it's there. He's going to try to focus down the gunwalker. Gets the gunwalker, nice work. Dev tank comes out. That might be a lot harder to destroy, although he doesn't have any charge on it. Dev tanks without charge are just not that crash hot. He could charge up on this tib right here now. Battle marker over there. Scout comes in. Oh my god. He's expanding without moving the MCB. That's a terrible placement of both those refineries. That is a horrendous placement. Unless he's going to build extra harvesters to compensate, but then that's just more money. He is going for double blue tib, and he is going to be able to take it, and then he's going to be able to get out of there. Doesn't even... Oh, he could stay there. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. There's Seeker tanks here. Alright, that was a good call to evac at the time that he has. No, he must have booby-trapped it. Because it's dead, yeah. I just couldn't see it. Sometimes it's almost impossible to see where it is. It doesn't, like, you don't see it properly. But yeah, that's the thing. Bartjones held 4 spike for quite some time. Then he held 3 spike for even longer. And now Futurama, he still holds 2 spike. And Futurama hasn't had any spike since the start of the game. He only held them for like, you know, maybe 30 seconds the whole game. Mine Strike comes in, misses its mark. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to destroy those mines pretty easily. Will waste the charge on the dev tanks, but they should just be able to recharge on the blue field. That should be fine. Now he is mock, which means he cannot get lasers this time, so he will have to rely on a different method. And beam cannons again. It is interesting, isn't it, that he's continuing to go for beam cannons. Actually going for an emissary. Okay, there you go. Don't see those too often. I guess maybe this is the beam cannons to help with the devastators. He's going to do a concerted push here. Oh my god, the emissary just driving through this battle like a boss, and somehow he's not going to get destroyed. Okay, beam cannons trying to work on the dev tanks. There's not quite enough of them there. They could very easily snipe that lightning spike though with their grenade damage. Going to take out a few units that Futurama leaves behind here. He's just going to back off with the dev tanks. He's got no charge left, so I guess he feels like it's not worth it. You know, he could have probably stayed there and destroyed most of that stuff, but Futurama, I guess he feels without any anti-infantry support, maybe it's a little bit risky. Again, neither of these players wanting to do super high risky stuff, although Bartjones did do that open, which was quite good. It actually worked out really well for him, because again, Futurama wasn't expecting it, right? This emissary somehow made it through that battle and will deploy on the expansion, so looking good there for Bartjones. He's recharged the dev tanks though, they are recharged, and he's got some mechapedes here as well. He's going to have to watch out for that. Oh, there's infantry coming though, and the beam cannons, sorry, not the beam cannons, the devastators are not going to be good versus those infantry. The mechas, however, will be very good versus those infantry. Going to get stuck in the Toxin Trooper segments. Nice EMPs, it's quite good. It's going to take a while to kill those units there. Even the EMP segments causing problems. Dev tanks moving in, unfortunately shooting at the infantry. They need to be shooting at the tanks. Oh my god, he's going to get overwhelmed. He actually phases out his mechas. That was a really quick phase. And unfortunately, the dev tanks are wasting all of their charge on this Toxin Trooper. Has a double beam avatar, but he's going for that first. I mean, I just feel like it would have been better to go for the Scorp tanks first. He could have destroyed them because he's not going to get the destroy on the avatar. It's going to get away and get repaired. And Vertigo Bomber's coming in now, which is really bad. He's going to be able to clean up, and these mechapedes are going to have to evac. They're going to have to evac. There's nothing they can do. Bartjones does have 2 ref down now. He can sell that off. Yeah, he doesn't need that anymore. Drone ship is here, but I mean, he's already got 2 ref. That harvester, unfortunately, going to this field up there, which is not good for Bartjones. Oh, he's going to find this expansion, and he's going to move in, and he's going to detect the harvesters. Mechapeds can detect stealth if they crash into it. He's going to get a harvester kill straight away, and I think he's going to go for the other one. Yeah, remember, harvesters aren't stealth when they're docking as well, so that's why they can fire them from range. He's going to drop an obelisk, might be able to get that Mechapede. Oh, nice target firing. Gets the mecha. Futurama will evac across this bridge, and he will just leave this area for the time being. Ref is down. What's he been doing? He's got double war factory, triple war factory. No, he sold one of his war factories off. Double war factory tripods coming out now. He's been a big fan of this. This harvester going back to the blue tip field. There is no blue tip there. Random vertigo being used as a scout, I guess. Yeah, turns that harvester around, retains its stealth. Just going to wait momentarily. Better not forget about that. You know, as I said, that looks like he might have. Just a single vertigo. I guess he can't afford it, or feels that he doesn't want more of them just yet. A couple of avatars. He's got some dual beam avatars, or at least one of them that we saw. Will bomb the tripods with the vertigo bomber, but it's just a single one. Beam. Actually, he's going to do a push here. Okay, he's going to push with the beam cannons. I like this. The beam cannons can destroy all these structures, and you know what? The drone ship is actually very, very vulnerable. He's going to have to building block that, otherwise he's going to lose that. It's going to get EMP'd, and then he won't be able to take off. Oh my god, Futurama. He does put... Yeah, he lifts off. Oh, the EMP just misses somehow. I guess it just misses. He just got off in time. That was so... Oh my god, that was almost a dead drone ship. And does he have a gravity stabilizer? No, he does not. That would have knocked him out of the game. In terms of his build, he would have been down to War Factory tech only for the rest of the game. Unfortunately, the beam cannons again, this is the thing, they're just not that good against vehicles. Buzzer Swarm comes in, trying to lock these guys down. Surprisingly, Bartjones does back up quite well. I mean, the Toxin Troopers and the Awake Enlightened squads actually doing some pretty serious work here, and he's going to repel the counter-attack, and now he's just going to retake his position that he had before. Looking pretty good for Bartjones. Hasn't harvested as much Tiberium as I would have liked. There's 4 harvesters on this field. That's not that much. That harvester actually getting repairs that he forgot about from the... That's a really weird position to have the engineering facility, right? 2 beam cannons remaining. Going to come in. Should be able to get one of them, maybe. No, they will evac out. The good thing about beam cannons is that they are artillery that can reverse move. They can reverse move, which means... The thing about them, they're very easy to reposition and maneuver around. They can't shoot over things. They have to have line of sight, which is a bit of a weakness. And you need a bunch of them to do anything. And again, at the same time, yeah, he's just going to salvage them for avatar weapons. Yeah, at the same time, they're not good versus vehicles, I was going to say. So they're really only good versus buildings. They're like devastators on the ground that can't shoot over the top of anything. And you need a lot of them. MCV is here. Surprised there is no mastermind from Futurama. He's going for a hexapod now. He should be able to get that out as long as he doesn't stall for too long. Yeah, Bart is going to move forward, puts down a stealth tower. Does he have a second MCV? No, he's only got one. He's got quite a number of dual beam avatars, so some of these avatars are quite powerful. Futurama, just 2 mechas on the top side. Again, both sides are starting to become a little bit passive. Even the push has sort of lost its oomph a bit. Trying to move the MCV forward, trying to get the Redeemer in there. The Redeemer is missing a hard point as well. Might want to fix that up. That is a real harvester. Okay, apparently a real harvester wanders into the area. He spots the tripods. He's going to have to be careful. I think he's almost certainly going to cloak this Redeemer. It doesn't. He's actually just going to use a disruption tower. Now, Futurama can probably see that. The Devastator warships, once they spot it, should be able to destroy it. He's actually backing up. I guess he's expecting a rage. He knows this is here. He's going to start firing on it now. Might need to take out the disruption tower. Yeah, beam cannons moving forward now. He's going to start this push. He's going to try to take out the extractor. Not too bad. Has to back it up. Not going to commit. Rage gen goes off. It does hit the tripods a little bit. Yeah, it is hitting the tripods. Vertigo bomber comes in. Hits that tripod. These disintegrators attacking that tripod. Doesn't actually kill anything, but does some nice damage. Takes out the reactor. I'm still surprised he hasn't spotted... Surely he spotted that disruption tower there. He can just take that out from range. Yeah, Devastator's moved there. I think they've spotted it now. and they will take that down. Disruption Tower doesn't have that much health, so oh my god, there's actually 3 Devastators here. Yeah, that's going to be a dead tower. He's going to need some anti-infantry though. I actually guess the Devastators are his anti-infantry. Big stasis, that could be the go button. Is he gonna, yeah, he's going to move forward now. Mecha's everything moving forward. What's happening up there? Venoms are there, but he's going to go in, and he should be able to get an EMP off on the Redeemer if he moves the tripods across now. Something goes down there. Looks like he's got a dual beam avatar fighting this force here. Oh my god, the MCV is actually getting a lot of damage. Big EMP comes down. The Devastator warships, though, way too much damage coming down. Does he get the EMP off? He does get the EMP off. He gets the MCV. Bartjones' attack is being completely caught out here. Futurama has disabled the Redeemer. He's destroyed the MCV. He's doing critical damage to this. I think he's going to be fine. He gets the obelisk there. There's a few avatars on the north side, but it's not enough. There's still actually a dual beam avatar, another avatar there. He's going to actually get the crush off the avatars, and this is the thing with Bartjones. He's been shooting, these avatars were shooting at that hexapod the whole time, and it was phased, and we've seen that multiple times throughout this series. Bartjones has been doing that, which is really unfortunate. He doesn't want to crush too many of those husks because he wants to. Futurama will definitely want to reclaim them. Unfortunately, Bartjones is still sending these units in here, and that's unfortunate. He's going to lose some more of these on the way out. And the hexapod's still at half health, not in any real danger of dying. There is another disruption tower here, which is actually going to cover the escape of some of these units. Yeah, he's going to reclaim these husks now. He's even getting an avatar to his name. Might be able to go and take the EMP control center, but I think Bartjones is losing too much in the retreat. He's trying to pull back. I mean, he needs to regroup, yeah, but unfortunately, the retreat is very unorthodox, unorderly, and he's being pushed back now. He's got this EMP. He could definitely use the EMP to cover his retreat. He needs to get out of this area for sure. There's a commando coming, actually, but there is a mechapede there, and that mechapede, if it has shafts, should be able to dispatch the commando. Gets an EMP off on the... Yeah, look at that. The commando just gets... Oh, no, sorry. That looks like Fanatics are in there. He's actually building Fanatics. They do have the attack upgrade. Commando is there. Oh my god, takes a big hit with the Devastators. Futurama's not stopping, right? He's not stopping. He's just going to continue to push forward here. And he's going to take out more of these avatars. They're not dual beam avatars. They're only single beam avatars. Maybe he can take out the drone ship. The Commando is coming in. The Commando's getting very close. Oh my god, the Commando will fall. Mind Strike lands right on top of the Hexapod. Hexapod's got to be low. Yeah, oh my god, Hexapod. If he moves the Hexapod, he's going to lose it. He has to stay still. It's GG from Bart, though. Bart's lost way too much, and that's the end of the game. Ooh. So yeah, it got a bit gnarly at the end there, but Futurama holds the base push. He holds multiple attempts to break him, then he counterattacks, breaks the hold, and again, Bartjones just couldn't retreat. He was trying to retreat, but he didn't do a good job of it, and he was just losing so much in the retreat, and then he couldn't stabilize. And I mean, he got more money, right? 12 grand more, not a huge amount, but still. That was for most of the game. And that's probably because of the spikes, right? You know, he did take in those spikes. That's probably all pure spike there. Has a big impact over the long run. Let's update the scoreboard now. Bartjones might be a bit disappointed with that. He seemed like he was in a little bit of a better situation. Damn, what is this doing? No, I don't want to change the language.
Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device.
What's going on?
Time is running out. Time is running out. Gentlemen, it's a nuclear device.
I think Bart's got a problem with his game, that's why he wants me to host. Got all these people joining. Yeah, but I think Bart has an issue hosting games right now, that's why he wants me to do it. Oh, LA. That's going to be a good one, I reckon. Damn, you can get out of the way. No, you can't watch. There's a stream. I hate people who join games and demand to join games. Like, They feel like they're better than watching the stream. It's like, no, we're not putting you in the tournament game because what if you DC? What if you do something that disrupts the game? Like, you know, it's just an unnecessary risk. And there's a stream. Yeah, I think people, felt that Bartjones was in a better position. Nope. See you later. Definitely not. Looks like they want to just jump straight in the next game. I think Futurama's alt-tabbed. We'll just give Futurama a moment just to gather himself. Let's have a look and see what's going on in the chat. 132 people, not bad. Yeah, Bartjones getting a decent army and then throwing it away because of bad control. Yeah, you're not wrong, Snake 944. It is like Bartjones, and we saw, if you think about it, we kind of saw this in the group stages as well. Bartjones would get large armies and he'd win, but then it's like he didn't win by as much as he should have. Yeah, he just won because of numbers, right? Like he had overwhelming numbers and the other guy couldn't quite micro their way to victory, because you can beat an army that's much larger than yours if you just do it well, but sometimes there's like a situation where the other guy just has a much better position. Is the Ukrainian flag upside down? Have I got the flag upside down? I think I have the flag upside down. Can I fix that real quick? I think I can. Oh my god. Is the blue on top? Like that? It is too. There you go. I must have had it around the wrong way, because I moved him to the other side of the scoreboard, right? Yeah, it's fixed now. So this is going to be Tournament LA. So this is game number 7. Futurama holds a 4-2 lead. I'm going to have to update the scoreboard. Double Trav. What makes you bet they're both going to do all in descent, right? Let's just fix the scoreboard real quick before they do this all in descent on each other. Traveler. Okay, so starting on the south side, playing as Traveler 59. It's the first time he's picked Traveler in the series. It's Futurama, and again, Traveler is one of his top factions according to his stats. And Bartjones also playing Traveler 59. He has played some Traveler in the tournament, but GDI has tended to be his favorite. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Are they going to double all in descent each other? No, this is going to be a refinery. Yes, this is going to be a refinery. So we're not going to... I guess, like, the thing about that would be so incredibly messy. It might just be better to just bypass the enemy, just run directly through their army and kill their last 2 buildings, because they'll only have a portal and a power plant, and you can destroy those in like 2 seconds with a lot of disintegrators, right? You could just force move through the enemy army, because you can force move your infantry through theirs pretty easily, I think, and then just run through. You'd take pretty bad losses, but enough disintegrators would get through to just destroy the last 2 buildings very quickly. If the other guy didn't react perfectly, he would just lose the game, right? Yeah, everyone's telling me the background of the Ukrainian flag and the meaning behind it and the poetry and the national anthem, whatever the hell's going on there. I fixed it. I didn't realize it was upside down. It's because I moved him to the right-hand side of the scoreboard, because last week he was on the left-hand side, because that's just how the tournament sort of sets out, because Bartjones technically is ahead in terms of positioning in the tournament, because Bartjones is undefeated, where Futurama has, of course, dropped a match. But it's not looking good. What are we at? 4-2. So Bartjones, he is just hanging in there. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, if he loses one more game, if he were to lose this game, he's going to be on match point. So he kind of needs to win this game, because it's not just about, oh, geez, he can lose this game, that's fine. It's like, not really, because you're just putting so much pressure on him to win so many games in a row. Like, you want to keep touch with the score, right? You want to keep pace. If you're losing games, you also want to be winning enough to not fall too far behind, because unless you bike rush, you're not coming back from like a 4-game deficit or something like that. It's just going to be too much for some players. I mean, it's not impossible. It does happen, but it's just not the most likely outcome, right? That's a really fast blue tip harvester for Futurama, and he's going to get away with it too. That was his 4th harvester. All right, really pushing the limits of his economy here. He's actually stalled on this, so Bartjones has a lot more harvesters out. And, oh no, sorry, I didn't even see this. He actually has a Seeker push out. That's why he's so far behind. If he gets a harvester, he's going to be cheering. Unfortunately, this one Seeker tank was back here fighting with these units. He needs to get the disintegrators with the Gunwalker. He is going to get the disintegrators. He should be able to get that harvester as long as he keeps moving. Oh, he's not... players do this. They don't move their units. They just give an attack order. Of course, they keep stopping. You want to move them at the same time. He will get the harvester though, and that's really nice, because we know he's getting blue tib behind it, right? He got the blue tib field. He's pumping blue tib right now. Look at the harvesters. He's got the harvesters. He's got the expansion. He's feeling the blue tib now. So, and he gets an enemy harvester. So all of a sudden, with the flick of the wrist, he went from being economically behind to being economically ahead. You know, it's a nice shift. Like it was like 45-55, and now it's flipped in favor of Futurama there. Futu gonna crush. Yeah, I mean, Futu's got a bit of a fan force, and the fact of the matter is, when you see this grand final that's coming up, like, I just think Futurama is gonna, like, not only is he gonna be, you know, extremely competitive in it, I think he's gonna be, you know, almost the favorite, right? Bike Rush will obviously be the favorite, but Futurama, like, if you had odds, he would be pretty close, right? And I think it's going to be a close grand final. I'm already talking as if Futurama's won this series, because he hasn't won the series. He hasn't won it yet. He still needs to win it. Bartjones, of course. If Bartjones loses this series, he will go down to the 3rd place playoff, and he will play Tipsy. He has yet to play Tipsy in the tournament. They are in separate groups. But Futurama will play Bike Rush for a 2nd time if he wins. Disintegrator Squad's going to try to rush that harvester. Not going to get it. They might just have to settle for the Seeker tank. Oh my god, he stops moving the harvester, but it doesn't matter. There's too many Gunwalkers there. Unfortunately, losing quite a number of disintegrators. Would have been better to go for maybe the tier 1 units there instead. Another harvester coming down to the blue tip field. Yeah, that's a bit ambitious. He's going to have to back off. Oh, we got disintegrators coming in from the top side. He's going to get that harvester. Where is Bartjones sending these harvesters? Oh my god, he's actually rallied harvesters out there. I'm not sure if he intended to do that. Maybe just trying to send them away. He's going to get another harvester. Yeah, he's actually falling apart a little bit here. No, not quite. Sorry, those are Bartjones' disintegrators. He has a cultist squad there as well. More disintegrators on the flank. There's nothing. Oh, he's got his own disintegrators. So what's happening here? He actually sent harvesters to this field. I was going to say, does he have this expansion point? No, he does not. I guess maybe he's planning on doing something over there. He's got only 4 harvesters on this base. It's not really enough. Battle marker over here. Disintegrators fighting disintegrators. I'm not sure who's going to win. I can't even see what's happening. Ravagers. Okay. He's got Ravagers. Futurama wins out over there, and he's got these 3 Ravagers. He's going to come up here, and he's going to snipe a harvester. Almost certainly. There's actually just nothing to stop him. Captures the Gunwalker, but, I mean, Futurama sees everything, right? He sees everything. Buzzer Swarm comes in. Oh, he moves. He moves the Ravagers out the way. Unfortunately, the Buzzer Swarm completely wasted here. He's going to come in. Surely he's going to go around that Buzzer Hive. Okay, he's not. He's just going to go through it. He doesn't quite lose the squad, but he gets the Harvester, almost gets the Refinery. If you attack the Harvester in the Refinery, you can do extra. Unfortunately, loses one of the squads there. He needs to back off with the Ravagers. He's not far away enough. Oh, no, he turns around. Okay. It's just obviously a miss rally, right? He just suicided. Oh, no, maybe he was trying to get the Prodigy. Is he sending his own Prodigy in? Yes, he is. He gets the Tech Center just in time. Oh my god, that was so close. It was so close, but he gets the Tech Center and he cancels the Hexapod. Oh, this buys so much time for Futurama, and he's starting his Hexapod now. That's his wormhole, by the way. So he probably has to be careful because the enemy Prodigy was here. The enemy Prodigy could have gone through that and taken his own, but obviously Bartjones doesn't know where that wormhole goes. It could go into like a Stormlord of Gunwalkers. Still long-range mining that field. Futurama, plenty of eco in the tank. Gets his own Prodigy out now. Has some tripods. Got to be careful with the tripods. They can fall victim to the cultists. Prodigy gets repaired. Has to put the Tech Center down again. That's going to really stall out its expansion. Luckily for Bartjones, Futurama does not have a third base. And Futurama is very close to running out of Tiberium. So once his Hexapod is out, he's going to have to make a move for that third base. Or maybe even just maybe a base push over here with Devastators. Look at that. Bartjones will teleport in the drone ship. Fantastic way to expand because you can just teleport the Prodigy, teleport the drone ship, and it's a very fast way to expand. And it's actually going to put him in a good position if he can get at least one ref down and start refining. Although, as I say that, Futurama has done the exact same thing. And this is what some travel players like doing, or script players. They like to just go, I'm not going to worry about moving the drone ship. I'm just going to get the Prodigy to teleport it instantly. And it's so much easier, so much faster. Enemy scout gets cleaned up. Hexapod is out for Bartjones, but we know that Futurama also has a Hexapod on the field. Instantly teleports it to the front line. So it looks like we're going to have somewhat of a fight here. Gunwalker actually killing these squads here. Unfortunately, not enough damage. Tripod going to start working on these. That cultist squad gets deleted instantly, but they've got to watch out for Hexapod. Cannot be mind controlled. So he's going to have to back off from that. He needs to back off a bit further. Loses the Gunwalker. That's unfortunate. A lot of Corruptors healing, though. That's going to be nice. The Corruptor heal support. Although there's actually no hard points in the Hexapod. That's actually a big mistake. Hopefully Bartjones realizes this at some stage. Oh, the drone ship was captured. Oh my god, that's just devastating, isn't it? Especially in the screen mirror. Does he have a gravity stabilizer? No, he does not, which means Bartjones, his build is gone. Unless he can capture an enemy drone platform, or foundry, or a, whatchamacallit, gravity stabilizer. He's not going to get a build back, and that's going to be tough because he only had one ref. If he had a second ref down, maybe he'd be okay for a while, but just one ref is going to limit his economy. Futurama has so many harvesters up here on the double ref. He's just powering now. And Bartjones has to do something. He can't just sort of sit around, right? Tries to buzzer swarm the Prodigy, doesn't get the Prodigy. Oh no, that's devastating, right? That's devastating. The Prodigy survives the buzzer swarm. Does Bartjones have his own Prodigy? I'm not sure. Is it back at home? I'm just not sure. It is actually the simulator could actually run and capture this. I don't think Futurama realizes it. The temporal wormhole comes in. He teleports an incredibly short distance. Area mind controls the Corruptors. This is just dead. This fight is over before it begins. Has to use the phase, but I mean it's not. It's just going to delay the inevitable. Yeah, it's going to slow the fight down. But realistically, what's he going to do? The Corruptors are under the control of Futurama still. He's trying to move forward and crush. I mean, you got to remember if this phase wears off, that's it. This Hexapod is dead. And just remember, the phase will wear off under EMP now. That has been fixed, and he just sort of sends it to its doom. Yeah, I don't think he realizes that he's just sending that to its doom now. It will be destroyed. Prodigy is here, but I mean, I guess he's hoping to save it with the Prodigy, but there's a lot of Gunwalkers around. He teleports his own Hexapod back, saving it. There's one tripod here. There's a couple of cultists. I think he's going to try to go forward and grab that, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even though the Hexapod still appears phased, it actually is wore off. It's just something that we can't fix just yet until the EMP fully wears off. And look at this, these guys trading units, just mind control back and forth. These Traveler 59 attacks get very messy. He doesn't actually have the disc launchers, he's just using base shock troopers, which are pretty terrible, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, GG, Bartjones is dead. He lost the Prodigy. See you later. And Futurama takes it to match point. He now has a 5 games to 2 lead in the series. He is on match point. He just needs to win one more. And I mean, that's the thing. If I was Bartjones, I wouldn't fight Futurama in a Traveller Mirror. I just think that's silly, right? Like, it's just going to be like you playing right into Futurama's hands. I mean, I guess he did okay, but the MCV cap and the Tech Center cap was just too much. It just slowed him down so much that by the time the real fighting started, he just wasn't up to par, right? Game 7. Oh my god, that's just time. I think they want me to host the game. Because Bartjones again having that glitch issue there. It's interesting, yeah, no Blackhand mirrors. Well, there's been no Blackhand at all in this series, at all. Blackhand is the most popular faction in the tournament, but it's not overwhelmingly popular, right? I'm trying to remember, I think it's like 1 in 3 games has Blackhand in it, but still. Blackhand hasn't actually done that well. I think Futurama is the only player to actually do well with Blackhand. Everyone else has done pretty poorly with it. Except maybe Bike Rush. Yeah, it's now 5-2. Let's update the scoreboard. I think Bart's padding for the inevitable defeat. Oh, he wants Hampstead. Yeah, boy. Hampstead Gardens. Is he really going to go another Traveller 59? I just don't think that's a good idea for Bartjones to do that. I would much rather Bartjones play a GDR and not a faction, not go into a screen mirror with Futurama, because Futurama is going to be so much more comfortable. Although he is taking a moment to X up. Yeah, I don't know how I'd go versus Bartjones. I haven't obviously played him for a while. Again, you got to remember I'm very rusty, and I definitely need some training again. Having said that, again in the tournament, in the Chrono Clash, I'm still doing pretty well. Reaper has a 100% win rate, but they only played 2 games, so it doesn't really. Yeah, you should just completely write them off. It was just Bike Rush winning 2 games as Reaper. I just thought that you'd definitely see some Reaper in the series because they're a pretty good faction, right? But I guess the Scrin players are just preferring to pick Trav or pick Vanilla Scrin. Zocom Trav. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is match point. If Bart wants to continue in this tournament, he's got to win here. Otherwise, I mean, he will go to the 3rd place, so there's still another match. I'm going to have to change the scoreboard because Futurama's actually picked Zocom. There you go. That's interesting. But yeah, playing on the south side of Hampstead Gardens, it's going to be Futurama playing as the Zocom player. And that means playing on the north side as the Traveller 59. It is going to be Bartjones. This could be his last opportunity to make it into the grand final here. If he loses this game, the grand final is done and dusted for Bartjones. He will not be going there, and it'll be a big disappointment as well, right? Because he finished 1st in his group, didn't lose a single match. I think the closest he came to losing was like a 5-2. Maybe there was a 5-3. I think it was just 5-2 all the way. But and the thing is, he beat Nash. Nash is a lot more trained now, by the way, because when I played him, he played way better than what he did in this tournament. But yeah, still clears out that. Yeah, we're going to see some fast leg disintegrators coming out. He's going to have fast legs. It's completed the upgrade already. And it's going to be up to Futurama whether or not he can spot this happening or not. Did he not send out many scouts, or can I just not see them? Oh, he's got a scout on the right flank, and the disintegrators, I think, yeah, they cross his vision now. He sees them very far in advance, and that's the thing. If they came down the left flank, he would have been okay, right? But, of course, Bartjones doesn't know that. And now I think he's going to be building an APC. Harvester comes out. He's got a tower. He's built it. He's still going to continue on with his build. I don't know. I think you can defend that with a watchtower. I built the map, and I don't even know. I think I designed it so it could be defended from the high ground. Yeah, it can. Yeah, so he's going to start destroying these incinerator squads. Look, he's going to get the spike anyway, but I mean, this is okay for Futurama because he's still killing a number of these incinerator squads, which are going to be a problem later on. And yeah, he sells it straight away. In the long run, that's pretty bad to lose the spike, but you know, what are you going to do? Going to be able to get that scout. Denies the scout. He has slowed down the expansion as well, because obviously Futurama's got to be careful. If he moves down the ramp, he's got to be careful on the ramp, because you cannot deploy on the ramp, of course. And if you get stuck there, then you will lose your squad. Couple of rifles here. Oh, he's at the top of the... He actually backs up very quickly. And he's going to do a lot of damage to these guys. Is he going to mind bomb? Is he going to evac? No, he does. He evacs out in time. That's nice. Has to back up the MCV as well. So actually managed to run down the APC and destroy it. And look at that. Oh, stalling out. He's going for a structure and a watchtower. That's a bit too much. Yeah, he's going to be able to put that watchtower down now. And if he focuses, he should be able to get more of these incinerators. He should be fine now to continue the expansion. Yeah, I would think almost certainly, yeah, he's going to move that, yeah. It's, again, I designed the level so if you don't go down the ramp, it puts pressure on your ability to expand, and it'll be very difficult to expand. This is what I'm saying. He's going to come back to harass the MCV, but with just one squad, it's no longer sufficient to actually threaten the MCV, and he gets an easy deploy. Bartjones already there, almost completed a ref, so actually not too bad. He's slowed Futurama down quite a bit, but he is short a harvester. His 5th harvester was transitioned, so he kind of needed to leave it there. Futurama has 5 harvesters, a 6th harvester coming out now, so again, I need to just spin the map a bit so you can see the bottom. Actually just retaining that garrison as well, I guess maybe he's concerned about it. Kills another scout off there, that's nice. Single gunwalker comes out, but yeah. What does the chat think? Geez, easy going on Leaf today. I don't know. It's so easy to tell when there's Master Leaf fans in the chat, and these are the Master Leaf fans that will believe anything that Master Leaf tells them. He could tell them that the sky is green, and they're like, "Yeah, it definitely is." Like these are just what I call lost causes. It doesn't help that Master Leaf, like I said before, he's the fake news of Kane's Wrath. But nonetheless, the rivalry continues. Evacs the rockets out. That's nice. That's going to be frustrating for Bartjones. Is he going to get the gunwalker? I think he's going to get that gunwalker. He does get it. Backs off. I like the photon cannon there. It's really going to stop him from getting anything further done. Photon cannons are nice. Probably the best tier 2 in the game, at least for the longest time. Now that the laser turret and the guardian cannon have been patched, they're okay. They're not useless anymore. I think the laser turret's probably second best, and the guardian cannon is probably still the worst, but you know, it's not terrible. It can help you hold out low tier units as just an assisting tool if you've got other ground forces. Pred APC is on the cards. Not sure if he's going to want to take that to the late game, considering he does not get railguns, so obviously APCs are going to be a big deal, especially against a screen faction. We have an assimilator coming out. This is going to be for the EMP spike. And he's got Cultist as well. Cultist, Gunwalker, very popular. A couple of Seeker tanks in there as well. He's going to move the APCs up the ridge. He's going to have to stop the assimilator. It will stealth when it does that. This he should be able to easily take that, what should we call that APC? He's actually going to attack the EMP control center. He's aware. He knows what's going on. He's going to lose another. He's going to lose a tank. This is actually not too good for Futurama, right? He's going to get stuck and trapped. And all these forces might actually just get destroyed, right? Because he's already captured one of the tanks. And I'm not sure what that big reverse move was there. Yeah, that's a bit silly. Calls in the Orca Strike. But again, he's attacking a structure that hasn't even been captured yet. I think it's smart. He's obviously, like I said before, he's spotted the assimilators there. He can't see it now because it's stealth. But he's going to be like, all right, cool. I'm just going to destroy the EMP spike just so you can't get it. And there's a Prodigy out already. Oh my god, he doesn't have AP ammo. Are you for real? I'd just leave one APC to fight it. Who cares if he gets one APC? He's actually going to get the EMP spikes. He wasn't able to destroy it after all of that. Does he? Where is his APM? Oh my god, it's just about done now. Okay, so he didn't forget about it or anything like that, but still, it was a really fast prodigy from Bartjones. That was a pretty short teleport. Probably could have just ran down there. Again, that's going to put a cooldown on him. Oh, Firehawks. So we have ceramic armor Firehawks, very difficult to deal with. You're basically going to have to get shards. Is this shard launchers? It is shard launchers, but there's only 2 missile batteries there. Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing another one here and another one here. Just have a grid formation. That would be very good at deterring the Firehawks. Futurama's going to see the Seek and he's going to realize that shards is done. He is going up, and that's the thing. There's not enough shards, right? There's only one. He's going to fire at the front Firehawk. He's not going to get it. He gets a tech center, he gets out scot-free. You need to have a grid set up. You can't just have 1 or 2 towers like that. You need to have one here and one here so you have a big square, and that will result in a lot more deaths. A couple of tripods out though. Hammerhead's running over the top, tries to get the Prodigy. I think he's going to suicide for the Prodigy, doesn't get him. Oh, that's a big deal. It's just APCs and Preds. Oh, hang on, there's actually a Mammoth tank here. Oh my god, that's going to be such a juicy target. The Cultists can't resist, but the Cultists aren't going to get it. Teleports the tripods back. He's going to kill all the Cultist squads. Isn't going to get the, what do you call it? Isn't going to get the Mammoth tank. He's going to back it up now. Has to repair drones here. 3 tripods, that's scary. I wouldn't mind seeing infantry spam from Futurama, but he decided to go for just vehicles. I'm not sure about that. That's not the strength of Zocom. That's not where it lies. He is going to get a Marv out. The Hammerheads, I do like the Hammerheads to clean up. He's going to lose this ref though. I like the fact that Bartjones, oh, he needed to finish that off. He does finish it off. I like the fact that he sits at his maximum range, takes it out. He's going to come back in, and oh my god, that tech center was just a terrible placement. And again, he doesn't get a single Firehawk. They're all going to get away scot-free. EMP coil must be close.
I got your code.
No, it's still about a minute away. Like, surely Futurama realizes that and he's going to go back and destroy it at some point, but the question is it going to get used or not? I like that attack from Bartjones. It was good. He did a lot of damage and he didn't lose any tripods, and he sniped the ref as well, but he is getting destroyed by, and again, just what's that? Like, put a grid formation up. Don't put them so close to each other because it's not going to give you good coverage, especially against these Firehawks. He's bombed 2 tech centers in 2 runs. He doesn't even repair them up. He's just going to send them out straight away again, I guess. He's looking for the tech center. I don't think he's going to fire. He's going to go for the tier 2. He's going to go for the stasis. Oh my god, he got the stasis and he got the tier 2 nerve center. He lost 2 Firehawks, but that's fine. You're talking about 2 tech centers, a nerve center, and a stasis chamber for 2 Firehawks. I like the retreat there. That's nice. He's just got so much damage done with the fire. I'd just rebuild the Firehawks if I was Futurama. You know, they're doing so well. You know, rebuild them. The problem is here for Futurama. He needs to be careful. He's vulnerable to that EMP. That EMP is almost certainly ready to go boom. And it's going to be double portal, I guess. He's going to move the MCV. He's got a Mammoth tank there, which is nice support against the tripods. Trying to Marvest, but his Harvest is in the way. Oh, he's got to be careful. He's going to face the rear armor. There is the Cultist running in. We have Hammerheads. Yeah, he's going to get... He was trying to get the Mammoth tank, and that's why it's really hard to build Mammoth tanks, right? Because against Cultists, because they just beeline for them, and if you lose your Mammoth tanks... Oh my god, he's going to get the Prodigy. No, not quite. He moves just in time. That was really good reaction from Bartjones, and unfortunately for Futurama, doesn't pull the sniper teams. Big EMP comes down. Oh my god, that might be a little bit too much. The Marv is just so that big EMP comes in now. It's going to be double EMP. Both sides are going to run in. This is going to be a pretty big fight. The Marv is EMP. He doesn't have a shockwave by the looks of it. He sends the Hammerheads in. I don't think he gets the Prodigy. I can't see the Prodigy. The Prodigy might be destroyed. He's trying to move forward. Oh my god. He gets the EMP off, but not before the Marv gets EMP. This is pretty bad. There's more EMP grenades coming now. He needs to get one more EMP off. We have the strike coming in. That's going to do actually surprisingly a lot of damage because it's a zone 111. And the Marv is going to repower. There's 1 tripod left. That's not going to be enough. Remember, he's lost his tech center and he's having trouble rebuilding. The Firehawks, oh my god, they were just Q move. That was a big fat Q move from Futurama. Unfortunately, losing those 2 Firehawks unnecessarily. Reclaims the husk, but it's in the middle of this killing field. And Bartjones just doesn't have enough. Like, he doesn't have any... He's got to evac the area. And that's the thing. He can't surrender because this is the last game if he surrenders. You know, Futurama's going to get this field now. The good thing for Bartjones is that Futurama harvested a lot of the field and a lot of the tib also got destroyed. So there's not actually that much here for Futurama to harvest, but look, that Futurama's going to counterattack, I think, straight away. He stopped building Firehawks. I think he's still going for Hammerheads. He's going to need hammerheads because almost certainly a Prodigy is going to come back out again. Oh no, he doesn't have a tech center. Yeah, he doesn't even have a tier 2. No, he doesn't even have a stasis chamber, so he can't build anything but tier 1, and now he's going to destroy this. Is the Marv actually shooting at that? Oh my god, that range. He's going to back it up. Does he have compo? No, he doesn't have field suits, which is strange, I guess. He got compo armor. He still holds the armory. He's going to finally take this out. A lot of shock troopers here, but there's sniper teams behind the Marv. I'm not sure if he realizes that he teleports away straight away. Probably a good idea. Hammerhead is there as well. Oh, the Prodigy is here. So it actually didn't get killed, but it's dead now. That's unfortunate getting killed there because he didn't have a tech center. So it must have survived the battle, and I just didn't see. But nonetheless, it is dead. This Mammoth tank is still alive. Sniper teams started. He could even put snipers in this garrison. That would be tremendous. They would be able to fire all down on this area. But Bartjones, it's closing in on him, right? It's closing in on him. The walls are closing in on him. Futurama's not going to give him time. He's got sniper teams. He's got grenades. He's got rifles. He's got hammerheads. He doesn't have a lot of any of them, but he's got a little bit of everything. And yeah, as soon as the drone ship goes down, he even EMPs the drone ship. The Marv he's got a veteran Marv, oh my god. He's got grenaders. The grenaders can just splash this down. He's going to try to go all in for the Marv. Does a lot of hull damage, but with the sonic grenades, the splash damage is just insane, and he's going to kill everything. GG, that's going to be it. Bartjones, despite being undefeated in the group stages, will be defeated in his semi-final. Futurama takes him out. He takes him out 6 games to 2. Futurama just too strong. He was just too strong, and it showed in almost every single one of those games. When it came to the fights, Futurama just does it better, right? He was just doing it better, and he just deserved to win. Bartjones definitely put up a good fight, but there's a lot of things he could look back on in this series and go, these are things I should have done better. But yeah, we got Bycrush in the stream. Bycrush has made an appearance. I guess he wants to see who he's playing in the grand final, right? So but that's it, yeah. Bartjones will go down to Futurama. Futurama has done it, and in that game there, again, economy was on par, but this is the story of all the games, the kill-death ratio. Futurama, even if Futurama is economically behind, he still does way better in the fights. Like, Bartjones' macro was really good, but he needs to work on the micro, whereas Futurama was good in both departments, and that really won through at the end of the day. So it's going to be an 8-game series, 6 games to 2. Futurama has done it. He has won this series, and Futurama, congratulations, will go to the grand final, and he will play Bycrush Owns in a best of 11 for the big prize. And that means that Bartjones will go into the 3rd place playoff. He'll still have one more game. We'll still see him play again, but it will be versus Tipsy for a lesser prize. Let's go and update the brackets, and I'll just fill those in for you now. So Bartjones 2, 6, and let's take a shot of those. Alright. New. Save. No, not PNG, JPEG, that's fine. Extended series results, stream 15. We're up to stream 15. Oh my god, it's been a while now. Okay, let's change this. Oh great, I love it when I update the picture and it just doesn't update. That's just my favorite thing. You gotta do it twice. So these are the scores, or this is the tournament as it is going. We can see that Futurama punches his ticket into the grand final. I think well deserved. He was just clearly the stronger player. And this is what I was talking about. I was concerned that Bartjones wouldn't be able to stand up against a player such as Futurama, and that proved to be the case. Yes, he put up a fight, but time and time again, Futurama just showed that he was just winning the engagements. He was winning the fights. He was outplaying. And it takes care of Shock Trap at 6-1, which again, it was still a pretty good, I'd say close-ish series. But again, it was the same as this one. Futurama just proved too strong in those games at the end. And now we're going to see the grand final will be Futurama versus Bartjones, a rematch of the times. As you can see on the left-hand side, if you look at Group B, which game is, it's going to be the third game down. Bartjones versus Futurama in that best of 9, 5-4. Should have been a Futurama victory, but Bartjones just making things happen. Bartjones saying he hopes he can get a few wins versus the gods. So I think the grand final is going to be very competitive. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to win. I think Bartjones obviously is going to go in as like the slight favourite, but still, with what we've seen with their last matchup, it's really hard to say. You could almost put Futurama as the favourite. It's going to be tough. And the third place playoff is Bartjones. Let me just recap the prizes, because I don't think I've really talked much about the prizes at all. So if we have a quick check and see what's going to happen. So first place is $250. Second place is $175. So if you win the grand final, you get an extra $75. So that's nice. Third place is $120 and fourth place is $75. So winning the third place playoff is key as well. You can really bump up your cash prize. I really would have liked the tournaments had more cash prize money, considering how long and tough it's been. So maybe that's something to take on point. But this is all I could raise and was willing to commit myself as well. I committed most of the prize money, and then Manos committed a little bit extra on top. But yeah, that's it, guys. Futurama has done it. He has won the game. Let's have a look here. What are these guys? That's it. 1, 2, 3. So Futurama won game 1, and then game 3 and 4, and then 6, 7, 8. So he really just got even stronger as the series went on, and I think it showed. I think he just started winning by a bit more as the series went on further and further. He just got more and more like powerful or stronger and stronger, because he started to figure out Bartjones' game style, and Bartjones was not able to counter that. If anyone, Futu can, yeah. But guys, that's it. That is the semi-finals done and dusted. We are down to the last 2 games. Stay tuned to my channel. I will post when those games are going to be. So a lot of people say, when's it going to be? When's it going to be? Link in the description. Just check everything out. I will, of course, post these in advance. The third place playoff will be done first, and then I'll play the grand final. I'll try to do them both in one go. The biggest problem, though, is that next week is the Chrono Clash finals. So I don't know if I can do them then, because it's going to clash with them. So maybe I can sneak the third place game in there and do the grand final later, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So stay tuned to my channel. There is no real rush, I guess, to play this out, considering how well trained everyone is now. Let's have a look here. 6-2. Looking pretty good. Let's just put that over there. Alright guys, but that's it. That's all I've really got for you. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I really appreciate all the messages. I do read the chat and respond as often as possible. We are not done yet, of course. We have the big one, the grand final. Stay tuned to my channel for the grand final and the third place playoff. It's going to be an absolute banger. You do not want to miss the grand final live. Just remember, all the games, every single game of this tournament is cast on my channel, on a playlist. I really appreciate you guys turning out. This is what I wanted to have happen. I wanted to have a lot of people tune in for regular games, get people back in the game, get people trained up, and that's exactly what's happened, especially with the Chrono Clash. A lot of people are playing fantastically there, and it's really shown. This has really been a precursor to that. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.
I've got a present for you.